What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm just over here laughing at myself because I was looking at the clock. It's 4:02. We usually start at 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I had the screen up, in the studio set, playing the intro. It was jamming. It was rocking. And I was clicking on the YouTube, and I'm like, dang, why we ain't start yet? I'm just watching this whole thing play out, and then it hit me. I said, dang, bro, I ain't hit that live yet, huh? So I had to hit the start streaming and go live. My bad on that one. I blame the research, man. Y'all know it's the 420th episode. I've made sure that I've been prepared for today's journey. And that is ultimately why we stood there, standing like that. Me staring at this day on screen like a fool. But I'm back, and we feel good, and it is time to rock because we got a lot of excitement happening right now, man. Number one, the legal tampering period, a.k.a. free agency, has started. We got March Madness, and Pitt did make the tourney. Got a little conversations going to have around that. I'm excited. Still got that combine stuff pulling up. So, yeah, man. And the new league year starts on Wednesday. But more importantly, Deke, tomorrow is my daggone birthday, man. So, I'm super duper excited. It's a great day, man. It's a great day. Mama coming into town, too, man. It's a great week. We starting this thing out the right way, man. I love the little scarf with your drip, too, man.
Ah, thank you.
You fly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do what I can.
Hi, all right. Now, can we talk about the elephant in the room, man?
What?
I like the hat. How you feel about that play-in element, though, bro? Now, TG called his. He said we good.
I can't
and that
believe
held
that.
true.
I can't believe that.
I just need to know,
They have
bro.
a better seed
I
than
just need
Pitt.
to know, bro.
They won less than half of their conference games. I get it. Big 12's the big conference this year. But, my God.
Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, I can't believe they're 9 seed. They're in. Whatever. I don't think they're making it out of their side of the bracket.
Okay.
I don't think they're getting out of round one, if I'm being frank.
Ooh, okay, talk that talk.
I think this could be a blessing in disguise.
Okay.
Mississippi State, that's the team we're playing in the first four play-in game. We're the 11th seed.
Mm-hmm.
Not a good three-point shooting team.
Okay.
That's been a little bit of our Achilles heel at times throughout this season. I think they're actually the worst in the NCAA. They're ranked like 300-something.
Uh-huh.
So that's good. Not a bad thing to get the ball rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Heading into
like
round
a wild
one.
card game.
Yeah. Exactly. Get a win. Start, just play it. Like, not coming in cold. Like, there's something to that. Getting in there a little hot. Get that first one under your belt. Then you got momentum. You got confidence.
Y'all going to get a little foreplay before y'all got to hop right into the action. That's how you want it to be.
I see at least
a
a Sweet 16 appearance.
At least?
At least. Yeah.
Okay.
What everyone's saying, because then I think if we win the round one.
Y'all play Iowa, right?
So, no, we have Iowa State. I think we have the play-in, then round one against Iowa State. I think the next one would be against Xavier. From what I'm hearing, this is one of the best passes that Pitt could have had. Like, these are all really good matchups.
Okay, let's ride. So we just got to take care of business, and that's what it sounds like.
Game at a time, but
okay.
Yeah, we're in. I know we got to play the extra game, but again, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. You take that first game to get that bad taste out of your mouth from the Duke game. Mississippi State, I think a good matchup for Pitt here.
And it's all about getting hot.
Then you got momentum. Yeah. Then you're going into round one. We take care of business against Iowa State, then we're rolling.
Yeah, gotta get hot, man. Get hot at the right time, baby, and it's all good. My guys didn't make it, but my women did. Shout out to my JMU women's squad. They are in the dance, getting their feet, ready to dance on, man. So I definitely like that. But yeah, man, when I seen Pitt in there as the play-in, but then I saw WU as a seed, I said, whoa, wait a minute, because we both agreed. We got off the phone with TG. We said, yeah, this is crazy. There's no way. They barely should. I don't even think they should have got in. But I do understand.
And a higher seed than Pitt.
Yeah.
Absurd.
Yeah. Strength of schedule.
I guess they're doing the thing with the Big 12 that what they used to do with the Big East back in the day, where they would just take the 8th or 9th team in the Big East and say, even though your record's a little worse than other teams, you played in the Big East.
It's the SEC football argument.
When did the Big 12 become this good at basketball, is my question. Is it just this year randomly?
No, Baylor. Think about Baylor the past couple of years. Baylor has been on the past couple of years, man.
Okay.
But outside of that, I'm with you, though, bro. I'm with you, man.
Come on.
But yeah, bro. Yo, I don't know if, man, it's exciting right now, though, bro. It's exciting, man. I love March Madness. I love my hoops action. Yeah. But more importantly, man, we getting deals happening right now, man. I'm excited to talk about them, bro. But with that being the case.
Wait, hold on. I got two
What you got
facts
for me,
for
man?
you today.
Let me hear, because I'm going to say, let me hear something good. Because
the first
I'm
one,
enlightened. I'm ready.
The first
me,
one,
let's go.
To all the Steeler fans hating on the Steelers right now already, we are only 4 hours into free agency.
Only 4 hours. It's technically we're not even into free agency.
It's literally only the start. So there's a fact for you. There's a fact.
It's a tampering period.
There's a lot of time left.
Yes.
A lot of time left in the offseason.
Have I missed out? Were people panicking?
Oh, yeah. Over the Cam Sutton deal. They're already going crazy. Now, the Jalen Ramsey one, too. He only went for a third rounder. Okay. I was a little concerned about that. I was like, where were we at? But there's some details that I found out later.
Well, yeah, Miami's taking more contract elements.
Yeah, there's some other stuff, too. He wanted to go to Miami. Like
he said he prayed on it, man.
Yeah, we maybe could have offered. I think we did. I was hearing some stuff that we did offer. He just wanted to go to the Dolphins. So there's not much you could do about that.
No, it happens. It happens, man.
And I know we'll talk about Cam Sutton. I'm just saying, people that are thinking that the sky is falling already because Cam Sutton signed to the Lions, it's literally only the start of free agency.
See, so this is how I guess I missed it. I was over here. I'm doing behind the scenes stuff. I'm pre-gaming, you know. You got to warm up for the show. So I was warming up. Yeah, I had no clue that all this was the people was panicking like that though over the deals, man, over the deals. Well, you know, we're going to talk about them, man, and we're going to understand why we should panic and why at the same time we should not panic, because there is always validity to both sides of the street with this here thing. But if you ready, let me hear it. You got me another one?
I had a second one.
Because I do like that.
I heard this one over the weekend from my dad. I just wanted to do a quick confirmation.
Shout out to the weekend.
Well, this Saturday, it's not St. Patrick's Day. It wasn't St. Patrick's Day. They're
but they did
celebrating
like the parade,
it.
though.
Yeah, they're celebrating it, or they celebrated it this last weekend on Saturday. Kind of flew under the radar.
Yeah, because it wasn't St. Patrick's
St. Patrick's Day is actually on Friday. Coming up.
Absolutely. Always 3 days after the boy's birthday, baby. Let's ride.
So my dad just randomly drops. I forget where we were at. It was just out with the family or something. Or it might have been in my house. He just says, you know, St. Patrick wasn't Irish.
Shout out to him, man. Let's go. Talk about Papa Deke, man. Educate us.
Actually, Italian. And St. Patrick was not born in Ireland.
Let's go.
Patrick's parents were Calpurnius and Concesso, who were Italians living in a British estate.
Okay.
So there you go.
Shout out to St. Patrick. I wonder where the correlation with St. Patrick and the Irish came about.
Let's save that one for Wednesday.
I like it. But either way, you know I'm turned to the max because, hey, I also was not born in Ireland. Nor do I have Irish parents that grew up in Ireland. Excuse me. Parents that grew up in Ireland. But I, too, am a part of that Irish culture because I am Irish as well, you know? So shout out to all my Irish folk out there, man. We don't always look the same. We don't always come from the same place, but we all got it in us, man. That was my, positive, affirmation for the day. I don't know if you liked it. It was kind of off the top. But, anywho, if you feel good, I feel great. If y'all are ready to roll, well, let's do it. So, drop in the comment section where you are tuning in from so you can get those big boy shout outs to start today's show. Hit that like button as well. I see. That is a good amount of y'all in here. In fact, it was about 420 of y'all when we first started it. That's the perfect number for the day. All right. We need 420 of them things. All right. So keep hitting that like button as well. But yeah. Let's get it.
Whew, we got a lot of super chats coming in too.
Hey,
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to all of y'all, man. And also, man, what you're telling us, where you're tuning in from. Also, let me know what vegetable you're on today. Okay.
All right. So first one. We got Frank K tuning in from the 520. Tucson, Arizona. He says, how about my Arizona Wildcats bringing home that Pac-12 title?
Oh, yeah. Shout out.
Smokey. No, not Smokey. Holy shit. Smiley's 420. Norfolk, New York, 315.
Okay. Let's get it.
Mike Hood, 614. Cebus.
Let's get it. Shout out to the 614.
Camonier, the 820. Green Mountain State.
The Green Mountain State. Perfect day for the day.
Gary Reynolds, 919 NC. We also got NARS 67, 330.
Shout out to NARS
Ravenna,
67.
Ohio. Forever
Let's
love
go.
the 412. Cool.
Shout out, man.
Orlando Blair, 402, in the middle of the map of Nebraska. Staying Claire, sparking up from 905 Toronto.
Don't you love it?
Damn. We got some breaking news.
Uh-oh. I mean, it's coming. A lot of breaking news, man. It is happening.
Wow. Eddie Spaghetti says Edmund's gone. Which
Yeah.
one?
No. The linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's cool. That's cool. Whatever. We need Terrell back though.
Yeah.
We could replace it. I mean, there's so many inside linebackers in free agency right now.
We gonna talk. Yeah.
I'll say a couple more. Brian Toleno down 724 Southwest PA.
Shout out to Southwest.
And we got another 724 Chris Miller from Beaver PA.
Let's go.
You got any?
Man, let me tap in real quick, man. I first off got Cosmo, Florida, tuning in from the 321 Melbourne, Florida. Also, Rodney Klein is in the 724 Beaver Falls, a.k.a. Fallstown. Shout out to Fallstown. John Easton tuning in from the 619 San Diego, and he also says, someone wake up Omar. Uh-oh. Then after that, we got Simon Elias tuning in from Barbados, the West Indies. Major love to you, baby. Then after that, we got, I'm going to go with Trey Lyles tuning in from the 910 Fayetteville, North Carolina in the house. And he says, here we go, Steelers. You got to include the Steelers. You know that. And then let's see. Jared Smith tuning in from the 716. You know I love to hear that. After that, Daryl Slike, the 757 here, Virginia, a.k.a. The Crib. And I'm going to just end it with the homie Rod Dolly, because you know where he tuning in from. Sherilyn always in the house, but more importantly, he's rolling up some wedding crasher times, rolling runs, moon rock. So salute you, my friend, on this 420th episode of the show. Let's ride.
So, yeah, like I said, we have a lot of super chats coming in. I want to check real quick. How much did Tremaine Edmonds go for?
It should have been 4 for 72, I think it was.
Holy, what's the math on? Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Okay, I'm completely fine with us not bringing him in.
I could have sworn it was like 4 for 72.
I'm on CBS's free agent tracker right now. He went to the Bears.
Yeah.
Well, let's see how good they are with their updates.
Yeah, let's see how in tune.
No, they don't have it up. They don't even have the TJ Edwards signing up. So
they
CBS
slacking. Come on, man.
CBSSports.com does not have it.
They
They do not have it right now. I'll go to Twitter. I mean,
4 for 72 with 50 guaranteed.
Yeah,
it is the largest 4-year contract for an inside linebacker in the NFL.
I thought the Bears were doing good things this offseason with that trade down from number 1.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just think they're splurging a little too much in free agency.
Well, this is essentially just the Roquan Smith deal.
If I were them, I would have rather just had Roquan.
Roquan actually got what? Roquan did 1.
He got a little bit more.
Yeah.
It wasn't 20. It's high team. Yeah. I mean, either way, it's around there. Holy hell! What's the math on this? Let me try to do this in my head. 72. That's almost 20. Holy hell! I mean, that's like 18 mil a year.
Yeah, 18. Yeah. Let me pull up Roquan's deal, because obviously Roquan left Baltimore. I mean, he left Chicago because they didn't want to pay him.
Wow.
So I wanted to see, did they save money going this route versus?
I don't think they did.
That's what I'm trying to pull up his deal. Hold on. Yeah, I need to know.
There's a case where Roquan just may have been unhappy in Chicago, but he didn't give off those vibes.
No,
he said many
right.
times, I want to be in Chicago.
Let's see. So he got
I don't know what this Bears GM's doing.
He got 45 guaranteed. Yeah, so he's getting.
It's less. It's less guaranteed.
Yeah.
Wow. This dude's going off the rails.
Yeah, that's crazy.
They were literally just talking on NFL Network, because I just threw it on NFL Network once noon hit just to listen to it as background noise.
Stuff. Yeah, man.
And they started off like the first 30 minutes, first hour of like, the Bears, man, they're getting this valuable deal here, and TJ Edwards looks like they're really taking their time, even though they have so much cap space. They're just picking their spots, making wise moves, not busting their load all of a sudden in the first couple hours of free agency. And then they do this. So
Roquan's deal is worth up to 100 M's, 45 fully guaranteed with 60 in total guarantees. So I think he ended up getting a little bit more guaranteed. Yeah, so he got more. Roquan got more guaranteed, but it looks, Roquan got more guaranteed.
I think you said 45.
Well, because the thing was this: it's 45, but it has a total of 60 million in total guarantees.
Okay,
that's what it was. But he got 45 fully guaranteed. So I don't know if it's like one of those if you're on the roster at this point.
Probably after a year. Yeah,
that type of situation. Yeah. Whereas with Edmonds, he's guaranteed 50 up front. So I guess in that sense, yeah, it is.
They didn't give the full details on that. Yeah. That could be the same scenario where maybe 40 is fully guaranteed, and then it could become 50 if he's on the roster next year. Either way, I mean, it's the same range.
Essentially, yeah.
I'm glad we didn't get Tremaine Edmonds.
Yeah, that's expensive, man.
I am very glad we didn't get Tremaine Edmonds.
I mean, first off, I'm happy for Edmonds, though, man. Because, when you come in this league, man, you want to produce to get paid, and you don't care who's paying you as long as you get that check, man. So for him, this is dope. Like I said, for us, would we want to pay 18? Nah, but we're not the Bears. The Bears are in a different scenario. And they're also missing a big piece, man, when they lost Roquan Smith. And I think for them, I don't know if they look at themselves as contenders right now, because obviously they brought in DJ Moore. We saw with that trade. They added some draft picks, and then you go out here and get TJ Edwards and then turn around and break the bank on Tremaine Edmonds.
I think they're trying to contend for the NFC North now. I feel like
definitely
probably with these extra draft picks and certain signings they can make, Justin Fields making the jump from year 2 to year 3. They have a Claypool, DJ Moore. They probably think they can compete, especially if Aaron Rodgers leaves the North. I think Vikings are going to be down a little bit because they're making all these cap cuts.
Yeah.
Lions, I mean, they had a damn good season last year, but they are the Lions.
Right. They're still trying to prove that they can cross that hump. Almost like what the Vikings did last year, showing that they could beat the Packers to win the division. It was like, all right, they at least crossed that hump. Yeah, this is interesting, man, because right now when I think of the Bears, their question is just, where's Justin Fields going to continue to grow to? Does he stay healthy? Can he continue to grow as a passer? They brought him another weapon. Obviously, we know they got Claypool out there, so we want to see what that develops into. But I don't know how the Bears, they definitely have made some moves.
Did Claypool get it done to him again? Back-to-back off seasons. Replacement being brought in?
Oh, no. Well, because I think this helps him out if he's not.
It should.
So they won't view him as a one out there.
It should. He's just not getting that contract this offseason.
Correct. Which is, he probably upset about that, but I think that's more appropriate.
Now, if he would have stayed with us and still would have been on the same pace that he was on, he probably would have finished with like 700-800 yards.
And we would have paid him. I don't know how much, but we would have paid him something. Or it would have been talked about.
It would have been talked about.
It would have been talked about. Yep.
I think we would have been also talking about trading him.
Absolutely.
For sure.
And we would be saying that he doesn't have the leverage that Deontay had coming off of a Pro Bowl season when he
with
did
Pickens.
And stuff like that. Yep.
Definitely. Okay. You want me to get to these super chats then?
Yes, but keep your Twitter up if possible, because I feel like we're just going to keep getting little deals popping up here and there. We just want to be able to confirm them things. You know who to follow, Mr. Chef.
I think, let's have Schefter up on.
Because I got the TV on, but the TV going to always be a little bit behind what we get on the Twitter.
I'm going to have Schefter up on one tab and Rappaport up on another.
Hey, man, don't do too many tabs now, all right? That's how you get lost in the sauce.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, first super chat of the day.
Hey, salute all y'all that's with us today, though, man. Hit that like button
on the 420 episode.
We appreciate
Phantom
y'all, baby. Did you
TV.
say it was the 420th episode, man? I just like how that sounded today, man.
Yeah.
It made me feel happy.
I like this. Let's go UW suggestion. We'll get to it because it's the last super chat that just popped up. Phantom TV. Omar Khan missed out on Roquan, Jalen Ramsey, and Cam Sutton. I have zero faith in him at this point. What the hell are we doing? And are we not trying to win?
All right, so let's talk about
I have maximum faith in Omar right now, actually.
Yeah, a couple things, man. With Roquan Smith, we knew, even though what the draft capital was for the trade wasn't significant, the contract was. That's what ultimately Baltimore had to give him that deal they just did, and now they're looking at Patrick Queen, and think about how Patrick Queen is over there right now, potentially, disgruntled because now he's not going to get compensated the way that he thinks he should be, potentially. So that part, we had to factor that in. Jalen Ramsey, yeah, we can make a case for that. When you look at the compensation, you look at the contract, we obviously talked about him being a person that we targeted. But if he had this strong desire to want to get the deal done with Miami, and he is a Super Bowl champ with the Rams, not leaving on bad terms, you don't think that he can tell the Rams, hey, man, I appreciate y'all. We understand this how business goes. I really want to go to Miami. And the LA Rams simply say, man, we appreciate everything you did. You brought us a championship here. You want to go to Miami? Here, we'll let you go to Miami. It could simply be that.
That's what everyone's saying.
That's, to me, how it came off. He won them a championship. When you win a championship places, man, you are loved. It's a difference, man. And I just think for him, that was a part of this scenario. So I don't hold that against Omar. And then with Cam Sutton, it just depends on if you wanted to stomach 11. We personally talked about liking him at 7, 8, 9 being the high end. When we saw that double digit report was a couple weeks ago where they said his mark could be anywhere from 10 to 12 M's. And we were like, whoa.
I was wrong.
But we said at the same time, he plays corner. He's a good corner. He was productive. A lot of positional flexibility. So teams need corners. You saw how long it takes us to find corners. That's why they get paid and sometimes overpaid. But I don't knock Omar Khan for deciding not to pay Cam Sutton 11 a year. Is Cam a good player? Absolutely. Is Cam a great player? Nah. But you can make a case for the 11 mil in terms of him being here because you think of what he brings to the table. He started outside corner and was our best outside corner. He starts in the slot. He's our best slot. You put him back there as safety. He's one of our better safeties. We know he's one of the most sure tacklers that we have, one of the most smart players on our defense, one of the leaders on our defense, and just a good dude. You don't have any nonsense with him. So, yeah, if you want to make the case that you would overpay him because he's homegrown and he's developing the way he's developed, sure, you can make that case. But at the same time, you also got to take into account if you're paying Cam 11, what does that take away from other positions? And is Cam a good player? Yes, but is he a force multiplier to that extent? That's the game that you start playing when you pay Cam 11 right now with our current structure, man. But other than that, though, man, I mean, I'm happy for him, though. I think the deal was appropriate. If you get to hit the open market, man, you going to max out like that. So it makes sense for him.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yeah,
if you want the money and you think Detroit, they're not as bad as what they traditionally are, and you feel you could be a part of the turnaround, like, hey.
Man, 11 M's to whatever. If it's 7, 8, 9, bro, you ain't hearing it. The 11 talk crazy. We won't say nowhere near 11. Think what we talk. We won't nowhere near that number.
No.
It's certain numbers that get thrown out, and you're just like, well, there's no point in even calling back. I'm gone. Like, 11 is one of them. 3 for 33, 22.5 guaranteed. That's nice for him, man.
Right. The three guys he brought up, I think you hit the nail on the head. Cam Sutton, we were saying no to 11 the whole time. At least I was. I think you were in agreement.
Bro, we said
now it actually happened.
Yeah.
You got to just stay steady. Like,
seriously.
All it is a distraction. It's noise. Like, oh, the Steelers lost Cam Sutton.
Well, we feel the shock of it because he's
keep the plan. Stay on the path.
Right, but there's a reason why we don't want to spend 11 for him. It's a reason. And you don't just spend it just because, oh, man, he left. Now we're having that fear that we've lost something. Nah, it's like you would definitely appreciate him, and we're not talking down on him. But 11 changes what you do and what we can do roster-wise right now for a Cam Sutton-type player. That's the whole thing, man. So, like I said, we'll see how it works out. For Detroit, it's not the end of the world because they got pieces around. They have a young team. They got... in terms of their secondary, oh my gosh, they just drafted the corner, Jeff Okudah. Yeah, he's out there as their main guy. So you're thinking of Cam as a vet who comes in and gives you high-end number 2 cornerback play. They got young passers over there. They feel good about their situation. So in that case, you don't mind paying the 11. It's not like you're paying it for 5 years. You're paying it for 2. You see what happened on that third year, obviously. But for us, it's like, yeah, I'm not tripping on that, man. We knew we weren't trying to pay 10 mil for Cam. I wanted Cam to get as much as he could make because that's my dog. But in terms of if we talking business, nah, you ain't trying to pay him that here. Nah.
The basis of our defense right now is TJ Watt and Highsmith, the pass rushers.
Yeah.
Then you got to make a Fitzpatrick, which should all help out the cornerbacks no matter who you have in.
Yes, but let's not minimize the fact that a lot of what Minka is able to do is predicated on Cam Sutton's flexibility and versatility. Him being able to bump into the slot, him being able to bump outside, him being able to bump to safety, or at times disguising it, and him still appearing that he's playing outside when the whole time he's actually playing safety, and Minka's able to disguise it and come down late. That is some of the stuff that Cam does that does not get talked about. That you don't just simply bring in one person and say they're going to do that as a whole. So we will have some type of impact from it, but Minka will offset some of the other stuff, though, without a doubt. But Cam did help out with some of the stuff that we did with Minka, though.
Yeah, just not worth the 11,
Definitely
particularly with the other guys that are still out there in free agency. Now, you could talk about the flexibility. That's a unique thing to Cam Sutton.
Yeah.
Like if you lose certain guys, there's just certain like Pickens. If we end up losing him,
certain things,
he's just a beast. Like you can just throw the ball up. He has this crazy body control. There's certain receivers that are not gonna fill
be able to do all of that, right?
But you can still get a good receiver. You can still get someone that you could work with. And I feel like we could do that still in free agency with the guys that are out. The Shaq Griffin, you got a James Bradbury out there too. Like I'm gonna be interested in Bradbury particularly. Yeah. Could he go for less than 11?
I think he goes for more.
He goes for more? Okay.
Because I thought he was the corner that was going to set the market. I didn't think Cam was going to set the market. Bradbury's coming off of a Super Bowl appearance where he was one of their best players defensively. And when you talk about that defense, you talk about Darius Slay. Remember, Slay didn't get the All-Pro. Bradbury did. Sutton wasn't even All-Pro. So it's like when I think of that, that's why I'm saying to myself, if Cam was able to get 11, if I'm Bradbury, I'm not signing for less than 11. That's just how I kind of look at it. Because to me, Bradbury was viewed as the guy that was going to be coming out right now. Just more complete, more just higher end. You know what I mean? In terms of what he could do from a coverage standpoint. And that was what makes him so appealing to people right now. But yeah.
I would assume so too. Yeah. I'll be interested though as time goes on. If he doesn't sign,
Sutton got 11.
Sutton was the first corner off the board here. The first, I think he was. I don't. Maybe either way, the big name guy off the board, making that type of money. Yeah. So I'll be interested as time goes on though. If he's not getting signed, people are starting to delegate their money. Who knows? Markets could change. All I'm saying is like. If he went for 11 and we were able to get Bradbury at for like 10 or 11, I feel like we make out on that.
Yeah, you know why you feel like that? Because you feel like Bradbury is a dope player.
He is.
Yeah. I don't think Bradbury goes for less than Cam. I hope I'm wrong, though. If I'm wrong, he comes here for less than 11. That's great. I just think that he's going to get more. If Cam's getting 11, I think he gets 13.
Yeah. I get it. What was the other players he brought up? Oh, Jalen Ramsey. You're right. Ramsey, with Miami, if he just wanted to go to Miami, he went to Miami. And if the Rams accepted that and wanted to do right by Ramsey, like you can't do anything about it.
Like he came and he delivered exactly what y'all needed. You needed a shutdown corner. He gave you number one corner, gave you all the dope play. Y'all won a ring. Like
it just sucks seeing third rounder whenever we were thinking he was going to go for a first. You're like, Steelers, what are we doing? Why didn't we give up a third?
But see, the third, if you knew you had to take on the contract, and we did look at the contract, and we didn't hate that either, though.
No, $17 million cap hit. I'm getting mixed reports online, though, because Spot Rack has it, as what it was. Yeah. It's a $17 million cap hit, and then it goes to 18. I think it goes to 19. And then actually next year, there's an out, 0 dead cap. This is all on Spot Rack. But then I'm seeing tweets from Rappaport and some of the insiders saying, oh, it's getting reworked, so it's like $20 million guaranteed for the next couple seasons. So I don't know. I don't know what to believe. Maybe we'll have to wait till the new league year or something for the actual numbers to come out.
And I'm like, it can't be both. Somebody has to take on this. Somebody doesn't. Like, how's that whole thing divvied up? And when is it dispersed as well, man, in terms of like counting on the cap and stuff like that? You know, because I had to make sure them Dolphins, man, they was trying to make some moves and stuff. You know, I had to keep my eyes on them a little bit, man.
You see Mike White? He's going for 2 a spot.
Oh, Lord. That's your quarterback. You a Mike White guy, man.
That worries me, actually. That worries me. I didn't care about the Jalen Ramsey move because I was like, oh, cool. You have Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. You got these 2 fast receivers. You still have Tua. You're not going anywhere. Mike White with that group. I don't know.
Hey, I ain't
tripping. Am I wrong?
Mike. We ain't tripping on Mike at all, baby.
I'm just saying, I think Mike White's better than Tua. I think he'd be better.
He could be in the conversation.
Like, I'd be more worried about Mike White. Like, for AFC teams like the Bills, wouldn't you be more worried if you're facing the Dolphins with Mike White?
Yeah, it was no different when we faced the Jets. It was like, yo, Mike White's definitely scarier than Zach Wilson right now. Yeah. It was just, you remember how it ended for Mike White, though. He got banged out a little bit, man. We roughhoused him, so. Sometimes you get in the party and it's a little too thick for him. It's a little too thick for him.
And then he talked about Roquan. We would have had to give up a second-round pick and pay him that contract. You can only pay so many players. Yeah.
I mean, literally, that was the deal that Edmonds just got. We can make the case of $5 million more guaranteed at signing versus $5 million less guaranteed at signing, but more money throughout the deal. Either way, we would have been having to break the bank and be without a draft pick that was of high quality, man. So, it's one of those things, man. It's still plenty of people out there, man, at all these positions that we're looking at. We are still going to be fine. And then we also know we have the draft. This is just a part of it, though. Whatever we don't spend on or what we allow to leave, that just gives you more of an indication of what we're going to be targeting more so come draft time. So if a Cam Sutton is leaving and we're looking on our roster saying Akella Witherspoon, Pierre, and dang, who's our third corner right now? Levi, excuse me. Yeah, Levi.
I think Pierre, he's restricted.
Yeah, he's restricted. Yeah, so he can't go anywhere. Yep. But with that being the case, though, if we're saying those are our three corners, what antenna should start going off? Well, we know first round, we're probably going to be looking at corner even more so now than what it was prior to. That's, more of the indication. Okay, no Jalen Ramsey. That trade has already happened. Okay, so even more so. All right, if we're looking at NFL free agents, we know what that new list looks like, but we also know draft-wise what we need to do or potentially will do. What if we need to move up in the draft? If we want to do that, that is still on the table. All right, so with that being the case, man, we're still good, bro.
Yeah, and the thing with Roquan, because I guess someone could make the argument, you would have been okay with bringing in Jalen Ramsey. He would have cost because his cap hit's in the high teens.
Yeah.
I feel more comfortable paying that amount to an elite cornerback as opposed to an elite middle linebacker.
Correct. Different positions, man. It's like right tackle versus left tackle, inside linebacker versus outside linebacker, man. Yeah. I don't mind paying an elite true cornerback one that type of money because of what they do to the game. Inside linebackers, man, it's just a little bit more difficult to make that type of case unless they were doing what Roquan did, obviously, when he went to Baltimore, man, getting some of the...
Yeah, it's not minimizing how good he is.
Yeah, because, we felt that even when we played him. But that's rare, though, man. It's rare. So that's one of those things. I just think that it's a lot easier for that corner to just believe it, to trust it.
And with cornerback being more of a need for the Steelers. We already had a Miles Jack.
Yeah. And we also set the flexibility of Ramsey being able to age out of corner and then eventually transition to a safety spot also, man. So, that was some of the stuff right there. But, okay.
Well,
we got something action. Wait a minute.
We got two things. I want to say this real quick before we get to the super chat.
Oh.
Jesse Bates to the Falcons.
Okay.
That's pretty nice.
Interesting.
Get a good player out of the division.
Yeah, because they still got, Dax over there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why they drafted him as the predecessor.
Yeah, because that's why they ain't want to pay. Yeah, it's a cheaper option. We'll see if he can match that type of productivity, though.
Yeah, he wasn't there in year one.
Yeah, we know what Jesse is, man. Jesse's a heck of a player. We glad that he is out the division. Absolutely. Yeah. Dax is a good player, though. But, yeah, that's... How much he signed for, do you know?
I think it was a trade. Or was it signed? Was he available?
Yeah, because they did not tag him.
Really?
Yeah, unless you got it.
I got it.
All right.
Rappaport just says Jesse Bates to the Falcons. Sign, you're right. Sign former. So he was available on the market. Mm-hmm. Not seeing anything. Oh, wait, no, here it is. Tom Pelissero. 28 seconds. 28 seconds ago. We're basically breaking the news.
We pretty much are.
We're breaking the news.
Let's go.
4 years, $64 million for Jesse Bates.
4 for 64. All right.
Which is, what, 15?
Yeah, I like
15-ish, I guess.
I like it, man.
$23 million in year one.
Because what, Mika got 17?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that's appropriate.
17, 18.
Yeah, that's about right. He's a heck of a player. I like his game.
Good.
I like his game. But yeah, get him up out the division, man. Dax Hill, your turn to get burnt. Let's ride.
Jonnu Smith went to the Falcons too today. Did you see that? For seventh rounder.
I did not see that. I did not. But man, we got plenty of free agency talk. We got plenty of it. But when the color pop up like this, man, we got to talk about it. Shout out to A2A Style. We are very grateful for you on this 420th episode today. God bless your heart. Yes, indeed.
He's our resident sneaker creator.
Come on, man. We appreciate you. I like you. Speaking of kicks, like our kicks. Let's get it, man. I'm a kick guy, bro. I love my shoes, man. I even started a little shoe page, bro. I can't help myself. I'm addicted to talking kicks, bro. Yeah. I learned from you, man. He's like, yo, man, just create another page, bro. Can't help myself. Got dope in my veins, man. Got dope in my veins, bro.
How'd you see? You saw Deke gaming.
I can't help it. I was like, you know what? Let me just...
What's it called? Moats' Kicks.
Kicking it with Moats.
Yeah,
man. I just like my shoes, bro. I was like, I just talk shoes all day on the joint. felt it was more appropriate. Shout out to you, though. You inspire me, Deke. You're a good guy.
828 style. There's a difference between 90, 39, and 20. 90 and 39 got paid because of what they do. Mm-hmm. They're electric. 20 ain't. Good, but not them. So I'm not mad about him being gone. The Steelers are not and never will be overpaying in double digits for good players. That's for Cincy, Cleveland, and Baltimore.
Yeah, man. So like I said, it's not a shot at Cam Sutton. We're just saying that Cam Sutton is very different than what Minka and TJ bring to the table. Yeah, you don't overpay for good players. That's not what you want to do. If it's a great player, you make a case for that. But for the good players, nah, you don't want to take that approach, man, because that's ultimately how you hurt your roster, how you have guys getting too much money that aren't able to be force multipliers or able to deal with some of them unicorns like you need to deal with, man. So, yeah, I'm with you, 828 style. We ain't tripping on it, man. Like I said, we happy for him because what he's grown into and developed into, that's homegrown. We know that. But at the same time, man, business is business, and that just wouldn't be smart business for us here in Pittsburgh.
Also, Von Bell is gone. Went to the Panthers.
Woo. Boy, they checking it all up. I like that. What did he sign for? Shout out to Von Bell getting up out of there, too.
Let me see.
So I guess since he definitely drafting safety early.
That's not good. Because I like some of the safeties in this draft.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was an hour ago. We're late to this one.
Jeez, come on, Deke. What we doing, man?
I'm sorry.
Man, it's like it's Adam Schefter, then it's you. Okay?
Man, why they got the highlight of him blasting Juju that
Chill
pops
out.
up first?
I did see it, too. Chill out. Fired on you.
Like, man. That was a while ago.
But it's like when they show the Juju highlight, they show him hitting perfect. Yeah, that's one of the main ones they go to.
I'm not seeing any numbers on Von Bell, but he's out.
Shout out to Von Bell. So, yeah, the tandem then. Von Bell and Jesse Bates both gone from Cincy. Obviously, we know Dax Hill was the draft pick. They, second round last year, if I remember correctly?
I think it was late first.
Late first? Okay. Yeah. So, we'll see what he grows into and develops to out there. But now they got another guy they got to fix on up, man. Yeah, I like it, though, man. I like it. That's good for us, baby. Without a doubt.
Steve Brooks is saying my mock draft is trash. This is like in March Madness with the brackets. Mm-hmm. Yeah, free agency could just ruin mock drafts.
Yeah. Because if you make your mock and you're saying, oh, yeah, we already got Cam Sutton. Think about how many times we've talked about it.
Oh, I'm freezing cold on my predictions for free agency this year.
We're like, oh, man, we got Sutton, man. We good with that. We're going to make the trade. We're going to bring in such, or we're going to definitely sign this guy. It's like.
Freezing cold.
Nah, we ain't done none of that just yet. So, yeah. Time to reassess. But I like it, though, man. And like I said, it's still super early. That's the beauty of this time period, man. We get to just let them tell us the story now. We've been trying to predict the story. Now we don't got to predict. Now they get to actually write something. They're going to give us some info today, this week, today, tomorrow, next week, next 2-3 weeks, man. So this is good for us, man.
So I'm seeing this pop up on ESPN right now. Yeah. Ben Powers and Mike McGlinchey to the Broncos on big deals. How do the Broncos have that type of cap space? How?
Now, Ben Powers, what was his deal? It was nice. I didn't think it was anything crazy, was it?
I think it's double digits. I think it was like 4 for 50. That's good, though, too. I mean, get another good player out of the division.
Yeah, but Ben Powers, I like Ben.
Hold on. I'm not seeing his numbers right now.
I'm a fan of the game. I like his game.
Yeah, it's 4 years. Let me see. I need to focus on keywords maybe to find the exact deals. Yeah, I think it's around 50 because I'm seeing on Bleacher Report, Broncos have reportedly spent $140 on their O-line with Mike McGlinchey and Ben Powers deals.
Okay. Yeah, because he was one of the ones I was like, I don't want us to break it, but it would have been interesting.
Gorilla Mode. I just don't know how they have the cap. They just made the Russell Wilson trade last year. They gave him all the money.
Because who have they restructured? What they did get, they cut Chase Edmonds, and then they did trade Bradley Chubb last year before they had to pay him. So that frees up some money.
You got Surtain on a rookie deal.
Don't add. Yeah.
They gave Simmons a sizable contract recently.
Okay. But his was 2 years ago? Because he got paid before Minka.
Yeah, I'm starting to think the salary cap just doesn't exist because now all of a sudden they restructured Deshaun Watson's deal and they have $30 million in cap space.
How many times have I told you? If they want to make a deal, they could make a daggone deal.
Although now Deshaun Watson's cap hits for the next 3 is like 65.
Insane.
But they'll just restructure it again or they'll give him an extension and get it to like 40 or 50.
Eventually, man, that thing.
There's going to be 1 year where they're just decimated.
Absolutely. But by then you hope that he's brought you a ring or at least got you competing at a crazy high level.
We got Gorilla Mode saying Steelers need to add anyone proven at cornerback. I think you'd be setting any CB up to fail, expecting them to play at a high level for 17 games like we need. At our position, it's likely we'll only be able to get the third or the fourth best cornerback.
Okay.
I think he's talking about drafting a corner versus signing a proven guy.
Yeah, he wants us to sign a proven guy.
Yeah, he said that it might be too high of expectations for a rookie to come in and start and play all 17 games.
No, man, you bring up a great point. First off, we talk about the difference between potential versus productivity. Any of these guys that we're talking about coming out in the draft, Christian Gonzalez, Devin Witherspoon, JPJ, Clark Phillips, Keely Ringo, all of those guys are potential. Because we have not seen them take one NFL snap.
I don't want Keely Ringo.
You know, I'm just throwing a name out there. That's all. Just give me the names. You know, I was over here like, dang, all right, make sure I say all guys from this class, not any other class. All right. So with that though, it's just the potential. You don't know how great they can be or how bad they can be. But there's a lot of uncertainty with that at one of the most important positions on the field defensively. Whereas when you talk about some of these guys in free agency that have just shown that they can do it. They've shown that you don't have to speculate, can this guy guard A.J. Brown or can this guy match up with Jamar Chase? Is this guy going to be able to play the jump ball? Can he tackle on the perimeter? Is he too small? At the proven veteran level, you already got that information. Costs more up front, but you know what you're getting. So I definitely can understand why you would want the proven guy. You know, that's kind of how I always side as well. But if the numbers don't work, you can't overpay just to keep those veteran guys or to try to acquire one of those veteran guys. So that's one of those things. But in some cases, you do overpay, you know, but it just depends on that player. Do I think Cam Sutton was the player to overpay for personally? No. But that's just my feelings, you know?
Yeah, it sucks. He's coming off of his best season. Felt like he really grew into his role, became a way better leader. Mm-hmm. There were so many good things about Cam Sutton last year. I don't remember him getting torched at all.
Nah, he did his thing, man.
But how many times do we say, man, we don't really have a CB1 here?
We don't.
It's not even that we don't have an elite CB1. We don't even have a CB1.
Cam Sutton's not a cornerback one. He's a versatile as heck cornerback two that can play elite in the slot and can give you some safety play. You just love the versatility that he brings to the table, man. But actually, we got a couple that came in before the Phantom TV one earlier, so I was going to tap into those real quick. AJ Martinez says, our GM making one of the greatest moves in history, getting Gonzalez, getting Joey Porter Jr. to fill the cornerback position, and getting the UFC receiver Jordan Addison. I could dream, ? Yeah, AJ, that do sound like a pipe dream, but at the same time, it would be dope if all that did happen. Never say never, right? Never say never. Then after that, we got Joey Weaver. He says, had to show my love and support on this special edition of the best podcast out with the big boy smoke emoji. Shout out to Mattawak and to Rivers, Wisconsin. Love you, Mom. Trade up for best corner. Joey Weaver, man, first off, we appreciate your support, and we appreciate your support 2 times on the 420th episode. You're making me feel extra happy from the heart. Extra happy, man. But nah, man, all love, man. Trade up for the best corner in the draft. Who are you saying the best corner is, though? Are you a Witherspoon or are you a Gonzalez guy? Or are you a JPJ guy? Who do you think is the best guy? That's the real question. That's the real question. All right, I'm back now. We good. Now it's back to you, baby.
Okay, cool. And confirmation, Ben Powers, it was 4 for 52.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
The Broncos.
Looking like we're getting some updates on our cornerback situation. Tap in.
Whoa.
Tap in. That's what I'm saying.
Whoa.
Let's see the numbers, man. Let's see what we got.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what we got.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what we got, man.
Cam Sutton who?
Let's see what we got.
We got
man.
a Hall of Famer.
Let's see what we got.
We got a Hall of Famer in the house.
Let's go.
Come on now. You know what? Actually, how about this? No, never mind. Where are we at here?
Talk to me.
Where are they getting this news?
Yeah, the chat got something going crazy, but you got to confirm that one. You know that.
I mean, can we get some confirmation here?
About to say, yeah, we.
There it is. There it is. We do.
All right.
Ian Rappaport. Dude, how are these guys this fast in the chat? This was a minute ago.
Like on it, man. It's all good. It's all good. Let's go. Deke slacking. Hey, y'all stay on Deke head today too. Don't let Deke slack in here. Come on, Deke, man. We need this breaking news, man. Can I get the update, Deke? Can we get the update,
bro? This is exactly what we needed.
Can we get the update? Well, you've looked at the deal. I ain't looked at the deal yet, man. What's the deal, man? I want to know. Include me on the secret, man.
There's no numbers, but Ian Rappaport says, source, the Steelers are signing Pro Bowl cornerback Patrick Peterson. A surprise. Definitely is. A perennial star headed to a historic franchise to beef up their back end.
Yeah, shout out to Pat P, man. Major love for Pat P.
Do you know how tempted I am to check out his PFF grade right now?
You said to do what?
To check out his PFF grade.
Oh.
I don't have anything else to go off of right now. Like, we need to look at something. I'm going to check. I know you wouldn't mind hearing it either. Am I wrong?
Pat P, my guy. Pat P, my guy, bro.
80.7 last year. That's a great grade.
Shout out to PFF.
That is a great grade. You don't seem too impressed with the score.
I just never know with PFF. That's all. Nah, but man, we talk Pat P though. Pat P a dope player, man. Great athlete, extremely fast, very cerebral player, smart as heck. Obviously, we spent time together out in Arizona, but been a fan of his game since he came out of LSU. Dude can get it done. Shoot as a corner, as a return man. Has he lost his step? Absolutely. We're not gonna act like he hasn't. Definitely like him. Still as man-to-man corner though. He can play off, big vision. Still has great hands in terms of creating turnovers, man. He ain't dropping nothing, and when he catches it, he's trying to take it to the house. More than capable of that. But no, man, definitely a BR1. In terms of when you're looking at him versus Akello versus Levi Wallace, he's definitely better than all them dudes. The question would be, can he remain healthy? Which I think he should be able to do just fine. I want to know what the deal, like money-wise, is, but should definitely be 7, 6, 7, 8 range. Yeah.
Hopefully less.
I'm hoping even less too, but
yeah. I mean,
just because of, he's one of those guys that obviously the first thing you said, Hall of Famer. The legacy, what he's done throughout his career, without a doubt, is going to command certain type of money. But is he that currently right now? That part of it. But, I hope that, keep the numbers low for me,
okay,
man.
so
keep the number low.
Clutchpoints.com. They're like a blog. They have his market value estimated at 6.4. Mm-hmm. Spot Rack, what did he make last year? I think, wasn't he an average of like 4? I think he was he had $8 million in earnings 2021 and 4 in 2022. So 6. Average of 6 with the Vikings these last 2 years. So yeah, maybe like a 5-ish.
We'll see, man.
1 year for 5, 2 years for 10, something like that.
But nah, man, Pat P a dope player, man. Yeah. He's a he's a high-end number 1 type of guy, man, when he's on his game. Like I said, he's definitely towards the back end of it, so obviously not going to be the Pat P that you were seeing out there in AZ, blanketing any number 1 receiver with no help, catching that thing and taking it to the crib. It's not to that extent, but now he's still going to come in here and give us a boost at that position, man. Yeah, now, difference between Cam Sutton
That's my next question.
Pat P, let's talk about it. There are some differences. Pat P ain't giving you all the movement around that Cam Sutton is going to give you in terms of the positional flexibility. But at the same time, Cam Sutton can't cover one-on-one to the capability or to the level that Pat P can cover. Pat P, elite tier athlete in terms of speed, change of direction, footwork, hands. Cam can't see that. But Pat P can't see Cam Sutton when you're talking about physicality, when you're talking about tackling. Cam Sutton gonna give you that consistently. That's his thing. Pat P is gonna be, he gonna show up, but it's more of the business decision, He taking care of himself. So that's something that we do gotta understand with Pat P versus a Cam Sutton. But in terms of just the upgrade,
maybe he'll take on that Steeler mentality.
I mean, you can tell me what you want to tell me, man. You can tell me what you want to tell me.
Hard-nosed, blue-collar group. It's going to rub off on him.
You can tell what you want to tell me, man. Pat P been doing this thing for a long time. His tape don't change, though. You feel me? That's just not his game. But he going to... What we get in terms of his coverage ability, I'm trying to think if Joe Hayden at that time was giving us to that extent. You know what I mean? Like, Pat P is just a different class of guy. Like, we loved Joe Hayden when Joe came. Like, Pat P... When he's on, when he was doing his thing, he was a different dude, man. But obviously, like I said, we will
5 picks last year.
Bro, yeah, I wanted to end the Bills game. Absolutely, bro. He know what he doing. He nice.
We're just gonna have to check the tape.
Yeah.
I feel like this could be a great value signing.
No, absolutely. That
for losing Cam Sutton and potentially getting him on a. It's not longer than 2 years. We know that for a fact right now. It's a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal for probably around $5 or $6 million. I'm guessing. So if you're telling me we got that as opposed to paying Cam Sutton $11 million, I think Omar Khan's just getting it started. Yeah, he's just getting the oven hot right now. This is phase one.
Of those things, man. What do we want with the trade-off? You trade off youth, versatility, and the tackling for high-end man-to-man corner, elite in terms of his track record. But we know, like I said, it is older. It has slowed down a little bit. Not as versatile, but yeah, I think with either one, man, we make that thing work. Now, it doesn't put as much pressure on us when we go back to the draft now.
I think we should still get a guy. This might be the perfect bridge guy for us to teach the young player coming in.
This is what I'm speaking on, though. It doesn't take away the need. It takes away the urgency. When you look at the roster and it's a Keller Witherspoon, Levi Wallace,
you let the board come to you.
Yeah, it's just a different conversation. With Pat P, you don't have to feel pressed. You're still going to take a corner, but now you're not saying I got to trade up and do whatever I can to get one of these guys. You might feel like at 32 I could take a guy because you already got a Pat P in the house. That's what I mean.
I told everyone at the beginning of the podcast, it was early. Just wait. I think this was the type of move we needed. Yeah. I'm excited.
I like it though, man. Excited. Pat P dope though, man. Shout out to Pat P. Oh, that's a serious question. Shout out to Steeler Lee too.
You want to address it now?
Shit, let's
do it. It's the most recent super chat.
Shout out to Steeler Lee, because Steeler Lee know what's up. And Pat P definitely do that.
Steeler Lee says, "Hey, Deke, can Pat P wear 7? I really want to drop the F-bomb right now. I'm going to say hell no, though.
He's a first ballot.
I'm going to say hell no,
He's a first ballot guy.
No.
It's a first ballot guy.
No.
He's definitely gold
I'm
jacket.
I'm not even entertaining this.
First ballot.
Nope.
Gold jacket first ballot don't get his own number.
No. No. I don't know how many more times I could say no.
It's Pat P though. You just it was Pat P.
No.
Pat P don't get his number here.
I'm not even entertaining this.
Pat P. V. Patrick Peterson. P2 don't get his number here. Oh, that's crazy.
No.
That's crazy. He can't. Dang.
No.
That hurts. Oh,
if that's a sticking point in his contract, you could leave. If that's a sticking point for him coming here.
Pat P said, "I'm gonna come here for 5 as long as I get 7."
Nope. Go somewhere else.
I'll come here for 4. Just give me 7.
Go somewhere else. Nope.
Yo.
Off limits.
If I see a picture on social with him at that 7, oh, it's a wrap. Somebody gonna do it too. You know.
Oh, they are. That would be an easy jersey swap because you already have the 7 jerseys so many times in pictures out there.
Seriously, somebody's gonna do it, bro. Maybe he brings us number 7 though.
No.
He can't be the one.
No, he could help bring us 7 for sure. We're talking about Super Bowls. He can't wear the number 7 though. No.
Wow, winning us number 7.
There's not one other player in a Steelers uniform that's wearing that number to the rest of the time.
Even if it was just like a one-off. Before all like the retirements and pomp and circumstance and all the official stuff, he couldn't just like for one season.
No. Oh, hell no. Hell no.
All right.
You know what it is. Come on, dude.
I'm with you. It's just funny.
I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised you're even you're like playing with a little bit. It's like funny, this can't happen. This is not happening.
Because the thing is this, it's somebody out there that's watching that doesn't know. They don't feel like that. They're gonna be like, yeah, Pat P with his number, Pat P like that, Pat P gets 7. It's gonna be somebody I said. Shoot, that's how we look at the number 1 with George Pickens. We're like, yo, why ain't he get 1? He need to get 1. I'm sure it's people.
That's Gary Anderson.
That's
Come on.
us. I'm sure it's people in Gary's camp. They're gonna be looking like, are y'all serious right now? Like, y'all talking about a who? Like,
We need to do filtered polls because I feel like if we did a poll and said, hey, should George Pickens wear number 1 and threw it out there on social media? There's so many young people out there that it probably would be persuaded. So I don't know.
Facebook, though.
Is there
the Facebook crowd is the older crowd. You put it on Facebook, you get a whole nother answer like, what, man, get out of here. That rookie don't deserve that. He's a young guy, let him prove it.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe just throw it to Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook for the Gary
Each
crowd.
social media app already has its own age filters.
It does, essentially. We want the young crowd, gonna be TikTok. we want the middle age, that 20s, 30s. All right, we'll go to IG with it. Like, yeah, we know.
Okay. Fish Momentum says, the Myers family thanks you, Moats and Deke.
Nah, man, salute you, man. Salute the fan, man. We definitely hope, like I said, man, y'all are just doing better, man, with everything that's going on, with obviously, passing your pops and everything like that too, man.
Let's go. UW says Edmonds is signing with Chicago, 4 years, 72. Yeah, we discussed that.
Tremaine, not Terrell.
Right.
Tremaine. We gotta make sure we clarify them names up too.
Good for him, and I think good for us on passing.
Yeah, for that number, man. That's a hefty tag.
Before the Patrick Peterson signing, I think this is fair to say. Everyone's complaining, Steelers do something. I think we did something by not doing something, by doing nothing.
Sometimes no decision is a smart decision. That's the right decision. Hey, Deke, man, you distracted me though, bro. I just looked down at your pants. Are those skinnies? Are those fitteds? You look good,
they're
bro.
like a slim taper.
Dang,
Levi's,
Deke.
yeah.
Yo, I saw your leg lifted up. I saw a little calf action. I was like, I will never see a calf hanging out your jeans like that, man.
Some slim tapers, yeah.
Let's go, bro.
They're not full skin. I'm not rocking skinnies.
Oh
there's room in these jeans.
You are tripping with the Jordan lows. Let's go.
Yeah.
I love it, Deke. Deke, I love the look, bro. You fire.
This is just
calf
low
muscle
key.
meat hanging out, man.
This is
nuts right now, bro.
This is lightweight. What LeBron say? These NBA players are lightweight.
He said, "Man, I did this. The drip. That wasn't even the goal though. I see you. God dang. Shout out to you though, bro. Shout out to you, man."
Stan Claire says, "Should we call TG at 420?"
Oh Lord.
We missed the boat.
We did. We definitely. I couldn't imagine. TG been on it though. I've been in the lab, man. I was recording stuff. My phone been blowing up all day. TG over here.
He's on the free agency. He's got the finger on the pulse.
His thing is this though. He likes to text me it before it gets public. So like
he knows
when the Jalen Ramsey trade happened, dude was texting me 30, 40 minutes before anything was out. I'm like, bro, wait. He's like, no, trust me when this is about to happen, bro. This is what it's gonna be. And sure enough, I'm like, God dang, TG, what the heck? Then what was the other move that happened yesterday? Oh, he was texting about another thing. And I'm just like, bro, how are you? What are you doing? Like, that's his thing, though. He into that type of stuff. You know me. I'm way too chill. I'm way too slow paced.
Didn't he break a story last year?
Yes, bro.
Didn't he say something that went viral?
Seriously, bro. Like, I'm like, I don't know who your sources are. I don't play the source game. I don't like to do that. Cause you know how that go. When you trying to be first, it's a dangerous game we play. I don't want to be first. I'll wait till it's done. And then let me come out here when they say poke my head outside. I'm going to have my little, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to get my little reaction. That's what I'm on. He breaking it though right now. Yeah, man.
Okay. Skydiving hack. We might be the only team to be broke with a rookie QB deal. No, we ain't broke. We just haven't done these crazy restructures that the other teams are doing.
Correct. And once we do that, that would free up money for us without a doubt. So yeah, we still do have options, man.
Dondre Zell, we need to be more aggressive in free agency because we are a desired team to come to. We just don't take any risks on real talent, money-wise. No, I think we made good moves so far in free agency. Again, by not doing anything drastic. And also this Pat P signing, I'm liking it so far from what we know. Here it is, Pat P, 2 years, $10 million.
Perfect, man. That's a perfect deal.
What's wrong with that?
That's a perfect deal.
Like, what is wrong with that? That's a good deal right there.
He's not elite Pat P anymore, but he's still going to be super high end Pat P in contrast to the corners that we currently have on our roster. Proven guy, super available, a leader on defense, man, and he just brings a certain level of professionalism too, man. When you watch him, when you're around him while he's working, it's just a buzz that comes with that, man. I talked about how I was able to spend time with him in Arizona, and it feels a certain way, man, when you watch him. When you watch how he practices, when you watch how he takes care of his body, when you watch how he watches tape. Those are certain things that are contagious. Those are certain things that when you lose a Cam Sutton, we love Cam's intangibles and what he brings, but it's going to be a different level of communication. It's going to be a different level of feel in that room when a Pat P is here because of what he brings to the table, his track record. It makes you, if you're on this roster and you play corner right now, You're not looking at the Pat P's deal and you're like, oh yeah, man, it's great. We got Pat P. You're like, hey, bro, I got to button up. Like, they bringing in somebody like that. Let me make sure I'm on my thing. Let me make sure I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because you know what he commands. You know who he is. You're not gonna always feel like that with Cam Sutton. You're not gonna always feel threatened by Cam Sutton.
It's like bringing a Julio.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
offense.
it's just a name. It's like, bro, is Julio to Tampa? Was Julio still Julio? No, but Julio got a vibe about him. Julio can still win when he needs to win. Julio gonna make you feel a certain way when you're in that room preparing. And that's the same type of vibe with Pat P right now, man. So, like I said, man, definitely a good move in that sense.
So, Trina Steel Diva is bringing up a familiar name, saying, could have gave Hayden that kind of money. And what's interesting, I don't. He was on a podcast over the weekend or last week, something like that, and he talked about how he didn't really want to retire last offseason, but his market wasn't there. I think he was only getting offered like $2 million max by like 8 different teams. He thought his market was 5. So it's funny, we actually bring in Pat P for that exact number. Do you have any feelings on that, Pat P versus Joe Hayden?
I spoke on it without
at that exact number.
Think about it, I spoke on it without knowing the money. I said the difference when Joe Hayden came over here, we felt good about that, but Pat P is still another level. Different age, obviously.
Well, now they would have been around like the same age.
But to me, what I'm saying is this: age removed, player to player, Pat P is a better player than Joe Hayden. That's what I'm
at any
speaking
point.
on. At any point in their careers, Pat P has been a better player. Pat P is a first ballot Hall of Famer. Love Joe Hayden. That's my dog. Is Joe a Hall of Famer to you?
No.
Difference. So for me, when I think of both of those guys and them both wanting a similar thing, you think Pat P thought his market was $5 million? No. He probably thought it was 7. Probably thought it was 8, especially coming off of 5 picks. 5 was it 15 or something like that? PBUs. Like, he was active. He was a good player. Started a lot up there in Minnesota. Produced a lot. So he probably thought it was more. But that's the NFL. They will humble you quick when it comes time to that money. That's why on the negotiation side, you always hear it's a little bit more cutthroat when I'm like, go get your money, because they don't care. When they are done with you and they simply say, we don't want to pay you this type of money, we'd rather draft players. Everybody around the league says the same thing, just that doing you. And now you kind of like, bro, what is this? So for Pat P, I mean, that 5 is appropriate because of who he is, but I could also understand why Joe didn't get that 5, because at that stage, do you want to pay Joe 5?
And he was coming off of injuries since 2021.
It's just different. We're talking about a guy coming off of 5 picks, 15 PBUs, and has legacy on top of that. Joe, dope player in his own right, but just slightly below that Pat P. Pat P is the 1% of the 1%, though. Like, that's the elite of the elite we're talking about. That's not normal. So at this stage, yeah, man, I could understand the 5 for him. But I could also understand why Joe was like, yo, I'm not going to play for 2 M's and put my body out here for that, because he's worth more than that.
That's what he's saying. He'd have to move his family and all that stuff. It wouldn't have been worth it.
Doing that? Heck nah. Which is crazy when people, because I know a lot of people like that don't make that type of money think of those numbers and like, yo, this is outstanding. This is like, how could you walk away from that? But you do get to a certain point where you're like, bro, it is not worth it.
Especially with the money he made.
Yeah, it's just not worth it, bro. Yeah.
Fran Bradford, best way to replace Cam. Tough needing 2 CBs now.
True, but now we do have that replacement. And obviously,
he probably made that comment
before. It was at 4:07 p.m., so it was super duper early, man. But we appreciate you, Fran Bradford, because now we do have that replacement. Bro, y'all chunky in the chat too, man. Make sure y'all hitting that like button while we all visiting here today too, man. As we keep all this free agency stuff up to date, we fired up, man. This the beauty of free agency, though, bro. It's staying active.
Gets people hyped.
It does get the people.
I'm hyped. I'm liking this Patrick Peterson.
I'm hyped. I really am happy. So I just want to hold myself. I just feel good.
Jaron, Pittsburgh Steelers for life, checking in from the 559, Visalia, California. On my way to Vegas for work.
Shout out to Visalia, man.
The best podcast. Here we go,
Visalia in the house. Now we appreciate you, man, from the heart. Tell you, man, Visalia, man. That's where my father-in-law live, man. Shout out to the West Coast folk. The West Coast folk.
The King Herc. Happy early birthday to you, Moats. My birthday brother. Mine was Saturday. Pray you have a good one with the fam.
Hey, man, salute you. Happy belated birthday to you as well, man. Pisces gang in the house. Yeah, man, the boy turning that big 35 tomorrow, man. I cannot wait. Deke, I'm so excited about birthdays tomorrow. I don't know if you understand this, bro. Usually,
what's the reasoning?
Well, it's because it's my birthday, bro. My birthday is a holiday. I feel like it should be a federal holiday. I don't even go to the bank on my birthday. I'm contemplating calling up the homie tomorrow and being like, bro, I know we usually record the Still Show on this day, but I can't even record today, bro. It's my birthday. Like, that's my vibe. But then you multiply that, but my mom's coming in town too, Deke. I got mom's and birthday. Y'all better stop playing with me, man. I cannot wait, bro. I probably won't go to sleep tonight. I'm pulling an all-nighter. Pizza and Mountain Dew and gaming and veggies. You know how we do. Mm-hmm. Who's with me?
Brent Fox saying, thanks for great content. 214 for show.
Nah, salute you, man. You know we gotta love that 214 for show. Let ride.
Dondre Zell, most of the guys we were looking at for free agency are already signing deals. Yeah.
Some of the higher end guys. Remember, we had a long shopping list. When we talked about inside linebackers,
there's a lot of inside linebackers.
We had
available.
A long list. When we talked corners, we had multiple. The difference was we focused on some of the bigger name guys because those deals were going to be a little bit more complex. We obviously knew we were going to have to just cost benefit analysis those moves a lot more because of the compensation, whether it was draft picks or money that would go to those guys. Whereas they still have that second tier of class of guys that come in here and you still win with. We talk about it being multiple ways to win, multiple ways to build your roster. You can go high end and have all your resources or a large chunk of resources tied up to one player, and you essentially bank on this one player being dominant, being elite, and staying healthy. Or you go the other approach of the sum being greater than the whole. Instead of me spending 20 M's for one, let me spend 20 and divide that over 3 players, or maybe divide that over 2, or maybe divide it over 5 players. So just a different way. Now, different class of players you're getting. But if I have a really good corner, a really good O-lineman, a really good linebacker versus an elite corner or an elite linebacker, you can still live with that. And I just think that's what the Steelers are kind of, weighing back and forth right now with this type of stuff.
Let's go, UW. So since Baltimore is having a fire sale, it seems might be able to steal Patrick Queen for a third from them without giving up starters.
What's his deal? What's his deal then? Man. Yeah, division rivals.
What does he want?
No, but he also wants a contract. That's the other element of it.
If it's like $10 million-ish, he could just be Miles Jack's replacement. Like if we believed in him that much, because we're familiar with him, and Queen's gonna be our franchise linebacker. I could see it, but yeah, it's got to be something cheap.
Yeah,
because I don't really want to be giving up resources when you could. There's all these inside linebacker free agents still.
I'm with you. I just think that's my only thing, man, because of the relationship in the division. Like I think that makes
they did that with Chris Wormley.
Chris Wormley has never been the type of player that we talk about with Patrick Queen, though, bro.
You saying they weren't worried about his impact?
Nah, I definitely am saying that.
They'd be a little bit more concerned about Patrick Queen.
It is funny how that works, though, right? You'd be like, yo, y'all don't want to pay me? Let me go to Pittsburgh. Let me see what I can do over there. Wow, we ain't say that now. No, we'll send you to the NFC. You ain't going to Pittsburgh.
Another thing with this Patrick P signing, so we got $5 million to him. Hey, we could sign one of these inside linebackers, these veteran guys, for like a 6.
We talked about a Levante David.
That takes up the whole Cam Sutton contract right there.
We talked about a Levante David. We've talked about a Quan Alexander potentially, a Deion Jones potentially. Man, we've named some of these guys that are out there. We still are interested to see what that market is for Bobby Wagner. What that market looks like. We ain't paying nothing crazy, but what does the market look like? I mean, this is the beauty of today going forward. These next 3 days, today's Monday. I'm tripping. Yeah, but these next 3 days, man, or these next 2 days, we get a chance to at least get an idea of what these markets are going to be for certain players. Prior to today starting, we didn't know what Cam Sutton market was going to be. We speculated, but now we know. It's 11. We don't know what all those other inside linebackers are going to get. We know what Edmonds got in terms of Tremaine, but we don't know what these other dudes are going to get just yet. So with certain players, they kind of set that bar. With certain players, they kind of just let you know that, all right, if he got that, well, who knows what this other guy going to get in terms of how Cam Sutton got his deal. But with Tremaine, we don't expect any other linebacker to get more than Tremaine. So now you're just like, all right, how we going to work these numbers down? Let's start to see who's market where, and then for the Steelers, that's might be when we attack, man. So just trust the process, man. Trust the process.
Dondre Zell, what can we do about cornerback now? I say we sign Patrick Peterson.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
2 years.
We're still catching up on y'all, man. We still catching up. You was at 411, so salute you. But yeah, man, you know we had him. We good. We got him.
Farron Bradford, Emick Robertson in Las Vegas is a cheap alternate for nickel. We could trade a low pick for him so we don't have to draft 2 CBs.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do we try to focus in on a nickel corner? Whether it's free agency or the draft. Clark Phillips, that's the guy I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Initially, 3rd round projections. Maybe his bad combine drops to the 4th. We grab him there.
You know, it always works out when we just sitting like this.
Huh?
It always works out when we sitting like this.
Well, he brings up a good point. It might be something to address.
Yeah.
Well, you know, the guy is actually, I mean, we're bringing in Patrick Peterson. He's our starting outside cornerback this year, right? Him and Levi Wallace.
What's the Kello?
Brian Branch.
What's the Kello?
Brian Branch in the slot might not be a bad call.
Okay. Were you taking him at 17, 32?
32.
32.
32. Hopefully he's there. Taking him at 17 wouldn't be the worst. Because I feel like he'd play a lot. If we
would, but
there.
that's the question. Like, because with the draft, it's not like free agency where we get to just say if this person loves us, he's going to come to us. With the draft, you got to worry about a team at 23, a team at 29, a team at 31. And you like, dang, should we have actually went up to go just solidified and guarantee? Or should we have just taken him with the first one versus waiting to the 32nd one? But it also depends if we view that as the biggest priority. Because if it is, then yeah, that's the move you make. You just say, I got my guy.
I think it depends, too, on if we have both Edmonds and Casey back. Because Casey could work that slot a little bit, too.
No, absolutely.
Joe Gerbis. Moats, I'm a little shaken about our cornerback room. I just got out of the gym. My arms are crying, but tuning in for the 940, but in Ada, Oklahoma. Love y'all, Dr. Deke and Master Moats.
No, I salute you, man. And I'm sure
it's pretty funny.
You bumping up, bro. I like it's the sophisticated look you've been dripping on, man.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, Joe, by now you have seen and have heard that we have, you know, brought in P2, Pat Peterson, man. So definitely feel a lot better about that. But glad to hear your arms are shaking, man. That means you did it the right way today, baby. All right. If you're going to hit the gym, man, you either got to sweat it up, you got to feel something, or you got to post pictures on the ground. But whatever you do, make sure you do it to the best of your ability.
Come on, yeah. Sad to see Sutton gone, but happy to see him get the bag. Same with Hargrave and Hargrave. Holy hell. Good thing we didn't sign him either.
Salute my
20 mil.
Dog, salute him.
Holy hell. How do the 49ers have that cap space either?
What do you mean?
How do they have that cap space?
Who's their quarterback?
Trey Lance, Purdy. Those are the 2 contracts. But still, they got some other big ticket guys they've signed.
Yes, they do.
Debo, McCaffrey, Bosa on defense, Fred Warner. Holy hell. Somehow they made it work.
Yeah.
They're all in. They're definitely all in.
That's a heck of a move for Wob. I love it for him. I mean, you go from elite D-line in Philly to another elite D-line in San Fran. I know, you know, he's going to be loving that. It's going to be a lot more expensive out there taxes-wise. Well, shout out to you, Wob. You going to get, Lord have mercy. But in terms of that deal, yeah, that definitely was way more than we had in our piggy bank. Yeah. I saw that. I didn't even see it. That TG tag. I was like, oh, Lord, geez, bruh. What the? Shout out to Wob. But yeah, we were not in that market. And that's not the take the hometown discount variety. When you getting paid like that, there is no hometown discount. Yeah, that was, shout out.
Let's go, UW. Say thoughts on potentially getting Shelby Harris and Calais Campbell if Larry O is too expensive. Yeah, Calais Campbell
definitely
got
like
cut.
the Calais move.
That'd be dope. Him and Cam.
You want to see, obviously, health-wise, check that out because he did miss some time in Baltimore. But, yeah, you know who Calais is, man. Calais, the OG, man. Been doing it for a heck of a long time at a very high level. Can rush the passer, can stop the run. Mammoth of a man, blocks a ton of field goals. Very, very familiar with the division. Yeah. All-pro, Pro Bowler. I mean, stand-up dude, awesome in the community. He checks every box, man. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be cool. A 1-year deal. I was seeing some reports that he might go back to the Ravens, though.
Yeah.
828
because
style.
he could have retired, and he said that like he wanted to come back. So I was a little bit surprised by it, but it could be the formality, kind of like we talked about with with Will Jackson, who finally got that paperwork done.
Yeah.
So it was like, it could be a scenario like that where we might bring him back. Never know.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
Me
Something
neither,
cheap.
man. Me either.
Now I'm seeing Sam Darnold to the Niners. We were just talking about the Niners quarterback situation.
That makes sense for them, though. When you
Wow.
think you got Trey Lance, who is the guy you put everything in, but he's very young and very unproven, coming off of injury. Purdy, who got hot for you when he came in, but he just had surgery. Like, his jump was like 2 days ago, which is crazy. So you don't know when that's going to be ready to go season-wise. So, yeah, you bring in Sam Darnold. At least you feel like you got somebody that's played quarterback at the NFL level at least.
828 Style says, what's up, guys? Says, let's go Duke. I guess he's a Blue Devil guy.
Okay.
Watch Omar work. Hashtag let's go.
Yeah, Duke did win the ACC, huh?
I got to give him credit. They played some pretty good defense against Pitt.
They did. Shout out to John Shire, though, man. Winning it as a player and as a coach. Nuts. I remember actually watching him win it as a player.
Yeah, he was good. Mm-hmm. Skydiving heck. Spoon got dunked on by Nelson Aguilar, and I'm supposed to trust Wallace guarding wide receiver ones. He posted
was early.
this before
He was
Pat P.
419. 419. He was
would
early.
rather cut both of them in order to keep the glue guy Sutton all day, every day. Dude, Levi Wallace was good last year. I get it, trouble guarding wide receiver ones and stuff, but he's a CB2. I want him on the squad.
Remember the context. You're speaking now that we have Pat P. He was putting this in at the time where we did not have Pat P.
I still, even with us
so you would have
getting rid of Cam Sutton.
Would you have felt confident going out there with Akello and Levi as your starting corners?
No, I just
That's
didn't. I just really did not think that
that's
we were gonna stick with this cornerback
right,
room. We were gonna at least draft someone.
But that's what he is speaking on. He's not saying Levi Wallace isn't a good corner. He's saying Levi Wallace versus wide receiver ones. Different conversation, man. I like him versus them twos. Versus them ones, yeah, we ain't feeling that all the way.
828 Style, not hating on Edmonds, but he's not worth that contract. I
mean, that's a hefty bag, man. That's a hefty bag. But at the same time, he is what his market says he is, baby. So shout out to him, man.
Let's go, UW. Time to bring back Steven Nelson. This was his take I said at the beginning that I was like, I would not be opposed to this.
He was to Houston last year, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how he did in Houston. He was opposite Stingley, right?
Yeah, he was good. No, he was fine.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
he played good in Philly 2 years ago. I don't know how he feels about us.
Yeah, myself.
I don't think he was too thrilled with how that ended.
I agree. I agree. Definitely. Yeah.
Whoever brought up the slot corner conversation, I think has a good point. Like, would it be worth it for us to even bring in a Steven Nelson?
Yeah. Steven could.
Or do we have to focus specifically on a slot guy now that we have
because
Patrick Peterson and Levi
Pat
Wallace?
P is definitely an outside.
Drafting someone's different because you're thinking about the future. You're thinking about the guy under Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, but Pat P is definitely outside. Levi's outside. And Keller's outside. Your insides right now are Milet, Norwood.
I think you bring in another guy for that room, maybe.
Yeah. So if you're
Cam Sutton would have been nice.
Yeah, well, just because he wore multiple hats, man. That's what we talk about with Cam is the versatility.
That's why I got 11.
Yeah.
Give him his props. Good for him. We weren't doing that, though. I'm sorry.
Nah.
It just wasn't there for us.
We ain't need to do that.
Wasn't in the cards.
We want to we taking a different approach, a different path. There's nothing wrong with taking different pathways, by the way, people.
I believe this is, AJ Martinez has gifted 5 Arthur Moats memberships.
Man, shout out.
Hobby Berg, 420. Dunta Baker.
There we go.
Dylan Elder.
There we go.
Marine.
There it is.
Meisk and Tidal Green.
Man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all. More importantly, you, AJ Martinez, but everybody that just got named. Welcome to the Upper Room. Yes, indeed. Oh, I got my upper room shirt on right now, too. Because I was in the upper room. Whenever I get the research, I feel like I'm in the upper room, dang it. So that's why I put my upper room shirt on. But each and every one of y'all, welcome to the upper room, man. Salute y'all. Love the upper room.
G. Alexander, Wagwan Moats.
Wagwan. Let's get it, man.
Looks like the plan is to stay young and rebuild through the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of. Deke, per one of your other posts about the best Pirates of all time, there was a point when the Pirates had the best outfield in baseball history. What point is he talking about? He's got to be talking about with Clemente.
Oh. I thought Bonds would have Golden Gloves here.
Yeah, Bonds was unreal, too.
Who was he with, though? And who was Clemente with?
Clemente was with some championship teams. I don't know who the outfielders were, though. off the top of my head.
Got you.
Yeah, I don't even want to try to guess. I'll come off sounding ignorant. No clue.
I like it though.
Bonds? Yeah, who was in Bonds?
Yeah.
Was Van Slyke one of them? I mean, he was good. He might have been left field.
You know, you the Pittsburgh historian up on the show, man.
I'm off on that one.
I'm from outside town.
I'm off on that one. Yeah, drop it in the chat. Let me know which era it was. It like Clemente or Bonds is involved.
Stan Clare says
Either
Clemente.
One. Yeah, I want to know who's around him.
All right, Richard Hunt said Bonds, Bonilla, and Van Slyke.
Yeah, those are all good players. Yeah.
Shout out to Cody, though.
Yeah, Bonilla and Van Slyke, not Hall of Famers, but I think they were like all-stars, really good for their time.
Pairing that with Bonds during that time, yeah. Cody Kidder, though, he gave us a good one. He says, give me Kutch, Sterling Marte, and Polanco. Holla. Let's ride. I'm with you, baby.
No.
Anyway, let's get back to these, though, man. Shout out to you, though. G. Alexander.
Young Shad 101. Time to bring back Bud.
Bring him back. Let's see what his market is, too, man. Has any of the outside guys got page? He hasn't been officially released yet either, though.
Should be Wednesday.
By Wednesday.
Yeah, it's definitely happening.
Yeah, he just hasn't been officially released just yet.
And I saw a report that Highsmith said he'd be great with it.
Yeah.
Bring in the third guy.
Man, as long as the money fine, we ain't tripping. Highsmith has to, of course he's going to say he's great with it. Could you be Highsmith and say you're not great with it?
No.
Can't say that.
I don't think he actually feels that though. Anyway,
no, I don't either.
I know you're playing like the PC game and trying to say the right comments, but I think he actually, I think he's very much a team guy.
Yeah, I just think what I'm saying is this: if they were asking him if that was Frank Clark, do you think he would be saying I'm okay with that? Yeah, I want us to have three guys.
I think you go the TJ route whenever they ask TJ about Luan.
Okay.
I'm glad that's not my position.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I'll leave that to management.
Man, I ain't the GM, baby. You know, that upstairs, they handle that one. Yeah.
Sean McCartney, we lost Sutton. Ramsey's already been taken. Now our only hope is going CB in the first round and picking up Patrick Peterson. Why are the Steelers always dragging their feet?
It's all good. It was at 4:36. They waited an hour. I don't even think they waited an hour. It was like 4:45 when we got that info.
Those were still good moves, though, by not making those moves, I feel
sometimes no move is a good move. Just remember that. It's kind of like when you out, Deke, and if she's eyeballing you, no move is a good move, bro. You don't, I don't see nothing. Close your eyes. All right? No move is a good move.
Gabe M. Tremaine Edmonds to the Bears for 72, 4 years with $50 million guaranteed. What y'all think? I was hoping he would sign in Pitt with Terrell.
Maybe
good no move by the Steelers.
Yeah, good no move. See? It's not always about making the move like Deke said. Sometimes it's about not making the move. But does this pull our Edmonds to Chicago?
They already have safeties.
Okay.
No.
We already had safeties. We brought in Casey.
No.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, I'd make a bet on that.
Right,
he doesn't go to Chicago.
No.
I don't think he does. I think he comes back.
All right, you stick when he comes back. All right.
I hope
he comes back too, man.
I think there's a good chance we get him and Casey back.
I hope so.
I've been hearing reports, mutual interest by all parties.
It just get a little freaky this time of year, man, when that phone can, make outgoing calls. Usually you can only receive.
Listen, if he gets a $10 million offer from the Bears, take it. I'm not going to tell you not to, but unless you're getting that.
Like Cam said, like it was all good when that phone couldn't call out. It just could only hear one thing, Pittsburgh. When that phone said, "Oh, incoming." Oh, you want to call out? Oh, call him over Detroit. What y'all say over there, Detroit? It just changed a little bit.
Yeah, if you want to take a deal like that to go to Chicago, go for it. I will continue to call Chicago idiots in this free agency period thus far. But hey,
so what would be the number if Edmonds left that you'll be upset about?
Upset?
Yeah. 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
7?
Probably not. If we get Casey back, no, I'm not upset.
Okay.
Get Casey back, and then maybe you draft a guy in the first 3 rounds or something.
But you got to have one back, though, at least.
Got to have one of those two back, for sure. Yeah.
Lose them both, though, and it was 7. That hurt.
Combined or?
Nah, just 7 for Edmonds.
Losing both 7. What's Casey going for?
I don't know. 3 or 4. He just wasn't loyal. He didn't have that Steelers like, I gotta be here.
I feel like he's got that Steeler mentality,
He only
though.
been here for 1 year, though.
Yeah, but I've heard his interviews and just how he plays. I think he's got that dog. I mean, he's got that Pittsburgh mentality.
No.
It's
not
been
the mentality we talking about.
It's
is
been
that
the fit that was supposed to happen his whole career, and it finally happened last year.
You know what? I'm home. I'm like when Millet talked about it. Like Millet talked about, man, I went around. I'm a mercenary. I came here. I was like, oh, okay. Like it changed.
Felt good about it.
Yeah, I just didn't
know. Yeah, he's got to go over market value for me not to feel bad about it.
Yeah,
I would feel bad if he goes for like 3-ish or whatever, and we don't bring back an Edmonds either. I wouldn't be thrilled.
Yeah, because I was like, if we bring back Edmonds for 7, and we were to lose KZ, I'm not tripping on it. But we can't lose both. And Edmonds deal is in 7, and I'm looking at KZ, and I'm like, oh, it won't even no crazy money with this thing. Like, what was happening here?
I can't see his market being that high given we signed him last year for like 1.5.
Yeah.
Now he's a year older. I get it. He was productive, and I think Steeler fans know how productive he was. Like low key, it's not being blasted out there across league. Just what the NFL teams are thinking about KZ because he missed time, and it was 2 picks, and he played limited snaps too. He was playing like 30-40% of the time whenever everyone was healthy. So. Yeah, I'm thinking his market shouldn't be that robust. Yeah.
I'm hoping that we keep him and he's just like, I'm comfy.
But I think he's the best kept secret for people in Pittsburgh that actually saw him.
I would agree.
I would love to have him back. Google East, how do we only have $10 million in cap space? We haven't done the restructures.
Yeah. We're gonna get to moving some pieces around though, man.
We can if we want.
That's the thing. I think it's just when we decide that we feel like we ready to pull the trigger on something, you'll see some restructure announcements come out. You'll definitely see it.
Chris, at this point, Steelers need both Christian Gonzalez and Joey Porter Jr.
This was probably right around when the news dropped. He's 444 on this message. So right around that time.
I think either or would be fine.
I agree.
Official momentum, Moats and Deke. The Myers family says thank you. Did I already read that, or did he say that again?
He might have said it twice.
Okay.
But we do appreciate you and the Myers family as well. Man, you already know. Thoughts and prayers to y'all.
Brandon Keene, why the William Jackson trade? I get releasing him.
Well, when we made the trade initially, it was more so because we were looking to upgrade the cornerback position. Remember, Akello Witherspoon at the time, I don't even know if he was back or he might have just came back, but then got hurt in Philly.
A bunch of other people were getting hurt left and right too.
So it was, because remember, it was one game where we didn't know who we were going to put out there at corner,
Buccaneers,
man. Yeah. So I think, that was part of the reason why. And the familiarity. We wanted William Jackson when he was coming out of college. And it just so happened that since he picked him first, that's what we ended up picking Artie Burns. So we knew that was also there. So it still might be a scenario where he comes back to us on a just better deal. That's the big reason why we had to release him was because of the contract he was currently on. It just didn't make sense for us to take on that. Washington paid him like that, not us. So that, was the dynamic, but we'll see what his health was looking like too, man. He had the back injury that we thought was a phantom, but it actually wasn't a phantom. So yeah. But yeah, so shout out. But we did have a couple, or actually just one that was above all of them. Phantom TV. He had said, "How old is Pat Peterson?" He should be 32, right? Yeah.
I think he's turning 33.
Yeah.
I could double check that real quick.
Because he came in 11. He's right behind me.
He is 32 right now. I think he'll be 33 at some point for the new year, though. When was his birthday? They don't have his actual birthday.
Yeah, I don't know. His car game's stupid, though.
Born in 1990.
Oh, his car game's stupid.
July 11th,
This is going to be fun. I'm happy for Pat P, man. It's going to be a good time, man. And then also, we did have Tito Whitaker. He gifted an upper room membership. I'm trying to see to who, though, and I don't see the name. Do you have that on your side?
Yeah.
Oh, you got...
No, I don't have the name.
Oh, dang. Well, either way, the individual that Tito Whitaker gifted that upper room membership to, welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And Tito Whitaker, we appreciate you paying it forward. Being a good person, man. From the heart. From the heart.
Let's go, UW, saying a familiar face showed out in the XFL this week. Charleston Rambo.
Yeah.
Looked good. Might be an interesting guy to bring into camp.
Shout out to Charleston Rambo, man. Him and Paxton Lynch. And they had another quarterback. remember they had the third quarterback, the one that was selling the plays and all that stuff. He wasn't out there. But they did have a 2 quarterback system that both dudes was producing a little bit. But shout out to Charleston, though, man. He did look good, man. Yeah, he was one of those guys we looked at coming out of Miami, man. Was exciting, good footwork. Needed to be more refined in terms of his route running and stuff like that. But no, remember Charleston, man.
Fish momentum. Moats and Deke. No, I already read. Did he say another comment?
Moats should be on Young Papi Benito.
Yeah, it looks like some of these screenshots happened a couple times. Hold on.
It's all right, bro. It happened like that, baby. Hey, man. It be like that sometimes when the free agency is going on and it's rapid fire. It get crazy.
Who'd you say we're on?
Should be Young Papi Benito.
That might be you. I don't see it.
All right.
Who's after him?
Steeler Lee and then Richard Hunt.
Okay. Yeah. Do the Young Papi Benito because we already said the Steeler Lee one.
He gave me 2 though.
The first one. I'm talking about the first one.
Oh, okay. All right, so Young Papi Benito says, can Big Ben Jr. wear 7? Who the heck is Big Ben Jr.?
Huh?
Who's
No.
Big Ben Jr.?
No, he
like
can't.
His son? Like little Big Ben? Like what if he grows up and develops into like the new Roethlisberger?
No.
Could he come out and bring the 7 back?
No.
We saw Larry Nance do it. Yeah, Larry Nance Jr. He was like, yo, Pops, I'm in Cleveland. Can I get the number? Yeah, man. Don't worry about the son.
No.
Dang.
No,
Not
it's
even,
not. It's
not
not
even
working.
Big Ben Jr. get that love.
No.
Mm-mm.
Wait, you might have what you said, Richard Hunt?
No, Steeler Lee right here.
Yeah, you just go for it. Just
All
go for
right.
these next few. Let me catch up.
I got you.
Let me figure this out.
Steeler Lee says, how about just for practice, Pat P could wear number 7? Does that work for you?
No.
He can't even wear it in practice?
No.
It's the 7 for practice.
No.
What if he says it makes him play better with the jersey on underneath?
No.
Dang. So yeah, Steeler, he says no for practice too. All right. Rich, wait a minute. There it is. Hold up. Wait a minute. Richard Hunt. He says, doing con things. Let's effing go. Pushing P. Now you better believe that. Then after that, Justin Gordon says Pat P 2 for 10 M's, but couldn't give Joe the same. Yeah, we did talk about that, man. We understand because of how we feel about Joe personally. Yes, we would love to have given that money. But in terms of those 2 players, just different caliber, so to speak, man. Pat P, that's a future Hall of Famer. Like, that's what he is on, solidified. Like, he's like that. Joe, heck of a player too, but just a little bit underneath. And when we're talking about them, even at these similar stages, Pat P coming off of a very productive season, whereas Joe, even though he was good during that time, he was coming off of an injured season. So it's just a different context with it, man. But I definitely can understand how you feel and why you feel the way that you do.
Joshua Williams?
Yes.
Am I good?
Yep.
Okay. Pat P still got it.
Mm-hmm.
Go sign Byron Murphy and use your picks elsewhere. We still have Mollett.
Oh, Byron Murphy. I'm not against that. He's trying to bring the whole little AZ squad over. Sheesh. He said, give me a reunion.
Black Billy 1969. Is Shaq Griffin worth a look at another cornerback that's out there?
Mm-hmm.
And happy B-Day from Oak Cliff, Texas.
Nah, man, we appreciate you for that B-Day love. You know that, man. 35 tomorrow, man. Let's go. But no, Shaq Griffin is on our radar. Of course, we've been talking about him. Very good player. Not a great player, but just a good player. Can cover, man, guy, can tackle. I've spent time in Seattle, spent time in Jacksonville last season. Yeah, he's on our radar. We just want to see what that health is for him, though, because he was dealing with a back? He had either a back or a hip, something down there in Jacksonville. So that's the only thing with that. But no, Shaq definitely a good player, though, if he's healthy. Yeah.
Yeah, right price and everything.
Heck yeah.
Wouldn't kill us.
He would definitely be cheaper than Cam, too.
Richard Arbizo paying $5 for a leader, a future Hall of Famer, and someone better than anyone else in that room right now. He's 32, not 38.
Talk about
Chad
it.
is tripping for calling him old. Shout out 5'5", by the way.
Thank you. And I see them birthday and broccoli emojis. You know how I keep my veggies on me, man. I'm always turned up. I'm celebrating. This is my pregame to my birthday. How about that? And it's the 420th episode, bro. It's a turned up day. Man, we just turned up all around. Turn up. Man, I might celebrate all weekend. I'm going to celebrate all week, Deke. All week. It's party. All week, man.
Go for it.
Crack the white claw open. Let's get it. But yeah, man, he is 32, not 38. I do agree with you. 32 is the new 22. Not really in football years, but in all seriousness, though, Pat P still, he got realistically 2 good years left. before he really starts to like hit that cliff that we all know happens at the cornerback position. So when you're talking about a 2-year deal, $5 per year, that's appropriate, man. Yeah.
Big Noriega. Now we can draft CBs, JP Jr. and Brent for Pat P to mentor.
Okay. I like that concept too, man. The whole mentor element of it. Yeah, you're not going to find a better one than Pat P. When you talking about that's going to be able to give you that class on and off the field, man. Yeah.
Dondre Zell, you always know how to bring us back down to earth when we start overreacting.
It's a group effort, man. It's a group effort. We do this, man. That's what we do.
Young Papi Benito, Moats on a 1-year, $10 million guaranteed.
Duh.
Get us some snacks. Or sacks, I'm sorry, not snacks.
I ain't got you on sacks no more. I mean, I do. I got 5 on if that's what you're looking for. What type of sack you looking for? You know what I'm saying? You want that wedding? You want that gelato? You want that KK? You want that Shaylee? What you know what I'm saying? Oh, that's about the only sacks I got, bro. I'm washed. I just told him I'll be 35. I'm 35 tomorrow, bro. This time tomorrow, I'll be 35 years old. Just remember that, man.
If you got $10 million guaranteed, you wouldn't come back for a year?
Bro, $10 million guaranteed, it would definitely entice me to strongly consider it. But then at the end, I think I would say no. Because I don't want to deal with it, bro. I don't want to do it.
Can't cheat the game is what you're saying.
Nah. Well, you definitely can't do that. But also, man, I know what my body's going to feel like and what I'm going to be risking week in and week out. And all it takes is one mangled knee to change your whole life. You be sitting here looking at that 10 and you looking at how you walk and stand. And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But I'm also speaking for a person that's already had some success from a financial standpoint with them folk. So I feel like I got a little bit of just to kick back on. But yeah, man, that's a lot though. You go do it for 10, wouldn't you?
No, I don't think. I don't know if I'd survive.
All
your points are valid. I think.
Like the 10 is dope, but
health is more important than money.
Yes,
is
like
crazy as it sounds.
Week, right?
Because in America,
serious,
we do value the dollar here, right? We like racking up the stats.
Think about.
But what good is it if you're not healthy?
We train you to do what? Hey man, work, make as much money as you can, make as much money as you can. It's like, bro, but if you're not healthy, you can't enjoy. Like, what is the point? I don't want to be walking around with my knee. I can't go play with my little, my kids and stuff like that, man. Yeah, but I also had to graduate to that level, so I get that context matters. But yeah, man, I ain't trying to get jacked up.
Let's go, you Pat P.
Would you wear number 7 if you came back?
No,
10 mil?
No,
not even for 10.
No.
If they gave you 10, but they said you gotta wear 7, you wouldn't do it? Even if they told you gotta wear it?
No.
You gotta be the one to bring it back, Deke.
Nope, couldn't do it.
Serious?
No.
Even if 7 himself blessed you and said you have
no one
grace.
else is wearing that uniform for the Steelers. The rest of history.
All right.
That's how it needs to be.
All right.
Probably rock 5.
Fair.
That was just my favorite number growing up.
I thought it was a blood or something. I didn't know what you was going.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just always liked number 5 growing up.
Okay.
Let's go, UW. Pat P could be more of a mentorship / leadership role for our secondary, especially if we double dip at cornerback in the draft.
No, without a doubt. And trust me, man, this move does not take off the ability of us taking a cornerback, early in the draft. We still have that flexibility. We still have that opportunity because we didn't break the bank on a player in free agency thus far. So yeah, man, if we still want to do it, man, we still can do it, man.
What's the next one? I want to make sure I'm on.
AJ.
Yeah, he
Martinez,
says that Upper Room T-shirt is bad arse. They for sale.
Oh man, I'm grateful for you. Yeah, man, the shirt is dope. It's actually nice, comfy too, man. Yeah, it is for sale. It's on the YouTube store thing. So yeah, any of the description boxes where it says merchandise, you click on that. If you go to arthurmoats.com, you go to the merchandise page. It has it up there, man. There's a whole bunch of little Upper Room stuff that dropped, man. Little shirts, hoodies, hats, stuff like that, man. The little fleece blanket, man. My kids love a little blanket, man. But that's what they on, man. But speaking of the website, too, we did update those mocks. We do got new people that have made the mock drafts on the website, man. So, like I said, man, definitely tap in. Those of you that have been submitting them, get you a chance to see if you get featured up there on the website. And if you have not been featured up there, just know. A couple of things might be at play here. All right. First off, there's a lot coming in. Second, we prefer it to be on the PFF mock draft site simulator, so it's all organized. We all know the settings, one band, one sound, same players and all that other stuff, versus some of the screenshot pictures or some of like y'all just sending in random names and putting numbers beside it, which is still dope. But, you know, in terms of like the feel of a draft, you don't really get that like that. So, other than that, though, all is well. So, with that being said, shout out to AJ Martinez because he also tapped in before that last one that you just read. And he says, Deke Diggler, #1. God bless. The greatest chat ever in the world. 5-5. A lot of exclamation points. Thanks for always figuring out my supers, LOL. Let's go. TG, #1. Let's go. 55. Cheetah, #1. I don't want any smoke with any cheaters. I just want to throw that out there for myself once again. Yeah. But other than that, though, man, yeah. Salute you, AJ. Salute you. And Deke Diggler. I like how that's like really like just, yo, it's part of your name, man. The Diggler.
I mean, that's what AJ Martinez says.
It's yours, man. You're the Diggler, bro. Yeah.
Next one, Sean McCarthy.
Yes.
Who would you rather have, Ramsey or Peterson? Ramsey, obviously,
yeah,
but
he's trying to make the case for the money.
You could talk. Yeah, you could maybe talk me into Peterson when you're dealing with contracts.
No, you ain't talking me into none of that, man. I would go Ramsey. That's just me though, because of I think of Pat P. Ramsey's in that exact same class, so it's no drop off. It's just that Ramsey's younger right now. Ramsey's still like in his prime right now, whereas with Pat P, he's past that, but he's still dope. He's still a good player, without a doubt, man. But that's why for me, at this stage, I don't even care money-wise, any of that type of stuff. I would go Jalen Ramsey, but he's just a better player at this stage. He's a younger player also, though. And that's the other thing, man. But both of them, man, are good players. And career-wise, they both are Hall of Famers. It's just one is younger, so one is going to be in his prime. When you got a chance to get something like that, yeah, you ain't tripping on what you got to pay for that because it's worth the price of admission.
Phantom TV. We're about to lose Edmonds and Casey to Cincy.
Don't say that. Are you? Hey man, you had me about to panic for a second, bro.
Hey man. I think he's just trolling.
I hope so
Since
too.
he lost their safeties.
That would be pretty funny though. But I hope he is trolling. Yeah. If it was Big Noriega, I'd have really thought it was like somebody like trolling. Cause no, actually he's turned over a new leaf. We're good with Big Noriega. He don't do that no more. He changed his life around. He just, wait and see with Kenny. But he's turned the leaf. Salute him.
Phantom TV, we lost Sutton, but at least we still have Mitch.
Perspective.
Oh, no, he's definitely
being
sarcastic here.
Perspective, bro. We got Mitch. We're good, bro. This is facts. Yeah.
We got Pat P. That's what he should be saying.
There it is. And Mitch. How about that? Package deal.
Halfway Decent has joined the upper room.
Halfway Decent. Welcome to the upper room. And I'm going to spin the block on you, Devontae Gray. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the family. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Hit that like button. And for those of you that have not subscribed, make sure y'all subscribe as well, man. But we love each and every one of y'all that are rocking with us today as we continue with all of this free agency stuff. Because it is crazy. Dang. Buccaneers keeping Jamel Dean.
Saw that, yeah.
Yep, just seeing that pop up, man.
There's rumors about Baker going there.
Oh, yeah, I did see that too. Yeah.
I guess that's just the Bucs trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield. Yep.
Yeah, I guess they don't have that much faith in Kyle Trask then.
Well, he said for him to compete. Yeah. Nothing wrong with competing. That's not different than like we did with Mitch. Mitch, you here. Compete with Kenny now. Yeah, I don't think it hurts him.
No, they're obviously
on the roster right now.
They're just out of contender mode now. Like,
yeah.
You're just not contending.
Yeah.
This is just for you to maybe somehow stay relevant next year.
They need 2 years to clear the books. Like, that's the Brady effect right now. He brought him a championship, but this is the payoff, or this is the downside to that model right there.
This is the hangover.
Yeah.
Rams and Bucks, you're dealing with the hangover right now.
Rams next 2 years, you're going to have to deal with some of this nonsense for a little while, man. If you Tampa, though, as a fan base, as an organization, are you tripping on the trade-off? If you just got you a ring?
No, you get a ring.
Yeah.
No, you get a ring.
Yeah.
I don't care. You get a ring.
Right.
I said there should always be like a 5-year grace period.
Yeah.
On whatever happens after the ring, you get 5 years.
Yeah. Clear it out, hangover. If you want to make a run for it, whatever, like let's, You got time to just
And then reset. I think you could really start criticizing after those 5 years of like, all right, now what direction are we going in?
Yeah.
If you're so out to get a ring, you gotta understand there's gonna be consequences.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't get the ring, go all in, and have the smooth transition, always hit draft picks ratio. Like, it don't work like that. Yeah.
And think what teams did that. Rams and Buccaneers, two non-traditional, always in it, year in and year out teams.
And it worked, though.
Whereas Steelers, we are one of those teams. We have been one of those teams the last 20 years.
And it's worked for us.
Seattle's usually in the mix there. The Saints are one of those teams. Now it's going to be the Chiefs for sure. Patriots were with Brady. Yep. Packers typically. So there's always just a handful of teams you could count on at least being in the mix year in and year out.
Yeah.
So for them, I think you take it. You take the ring. You got it in this outlier scenario where you were able to trade for Stafford. You were able to get Brady. You were able to get all these guys around him. You take it. Ox Rays Ox. I believe it's him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He says, love Pat P's game. Happy he wants to retire here.
No, facts. I didn't know he said that, but no, that's dope for him, man. Yeah, like I said, he's definitely going to boost up that back end for us, though, man. Like I said, we're not trying to tell you that he's going to play at an elite level because that is not the version that we're getting, but he is still going to be a dang good corner for us. But he's also going to have those intangibles that are going to make that room, that cornerback room, and whoever we bring in youth-wise just better because of his cloth, because of, his professionalism and stuff like that, man. So it's going to be a good move for us, man.
I don't know if this is true. I don't know how recently this happened. Sean American Rebel says, Brian McFadden just had Patrick Peterson on his YouTube. He says he wants number 7. Cut him.
Maybe he wants number 7 like the trophy. Like the 7th Lombardi. Maybe that's what he's saying.
Misinterpretation, perhaps?
Yeah.
If he wants the trophy, we can keep him. If he wants the jersey, cut him right now.
That is pretty funny, though.
We don't need any of that drama here.
That is pretty funny, though.
Did this just happen? Like, I'm just wondering, did McFadden have Peterson on after making the signing, to break the news and stuff? Or was Peterson on, like, earlier in the week and McFadden asked him about number 7 and whatever team you go to and whatnot? I don't know. But, yeah, if that's true, cut him. I'm not happy about the signing now. Q, Moats can get more pressure and sacks than Jameer Jones. 15 mil. Take it or leave it.
Man, I'm washed. Jameer Jones is a savage right now, man. You know why he's a savage? Because he's out there in the hunt. He's in the fight. It's like a warrior that is training versus a warrior that just works out to look good with his wife and kids. That's what I'm on right now. I haven't tasted blood in a minute, man. I'm good. Shout out to Jameer, though, man. Jameer is a good player, though. I like Jameer. Good height on him, too.
We're getting some other jersey number reports here. Big Noriega said Pat P said he's wearing 21.
Oh, 21 reasons. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Okay, that's a fair compromise. 21, he could stay on the Steelers.
21. Let's go.
Next one, we have G-Man, 39.
Shout out to G-Man,
Moats, 39. Will we get an inside linebacker? I'm still for David Long, Kazir White, or Bobby Okereke.
Yeah, Kazir White definitely is somebody that I like. David Long, we talked about. Yeah, either one of those guys work. That's the one. I feel like TG. He texted me the other day talking about some Kazir. He's the one to watch for. He's like, yo, we need him. That's what we're gonna get.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, we'll find out. We'll find out. But yeah, both of those, Kazir definitely and David Long, man. Those are the guys that we kind of talked about a little bit more. Kind of like them. Bobby's still a good player too. Don't get it twisted. But to me personally, I like David's game, man. Going back and watching more of him. Like, he can answer a lot of stuff for us at that inside linebacker position. Was very, very productive and still young, man. So I kind of lean more David Long. But if I still could have it my way, I like Levante David still as a bridge type 2-year, very similar to the Pat P conversation. I like the Levante very similar to that, man. So that would be mine if I'm making the decision, but David Long is still a dope player. I don't think you can go wrong with him. But it'd be interesting to see, though, man, where we at with this thing, though, man.
Tyler LaQuatra.
Oh, and shout out to you, Mike Matizik. I see you gave me some happy birthday love. I appreciate you on that, man. I appreciate you. You can never have enough happy birthday. Deke, I'm gonna be 35 years old tomorrow, Deke. 35. I've never been 35 before, bro. I'm excited. Kind of scared, but I'm excited though, bro. Okay. It's a big deal.
Big moment.
It's a big deal, man.
Tyler LaQuatra, time to bring in Bobby Wags. Hall of Famers all over the field.
Bringing the Rams reunion back. Let's go.
How the Rams reunion? What do you mean? Did you think we had Ramsey there for a second?
Oh, because we were just talking about Ramsey. I was like, yes, we're reunion. We're good. You're right. It won't be reunion. We're good. Bobby Wagner, the 2 Hall of Famers, though. Yeah, man. What's the number? His number's not going to be like Pat P's number. If it is, that's a different conversation, though. But yeah, I definitely for a second was thinking Ramsey. Yeah.
Sean McCartney, I'm not saying the Peterson deal was bad, but I think if we had pulled the trigger on Ramsey. Oh, but I think what if we had pulled the trigger on Ramsey? But besides the what ifs, Pat P is a Steeler now.
Nah, facts. I get you on that one, man.
Problem is he wanted to go to Miami. That's the other part of the conversation.
Yeah, it wasn't like a normal trade scenario where the team is just going to take the best deal. This was a scenario where the guy that they went out and brought in, the mercenary, he came in there and delivered for them, got him a ring. And they say, hey, man, we appreciate you, but we know this is business, so where do you want to go? You can't knock that. That's hard to out-negotiate when the guy himself says, I want to go here, man. So, like I said, man, it'd be interesting for the Dolphins to see what happens now because they do got a ton of talent. Expectations are only going to increase. So we'll see how they live that life. And everybody can handle them expectations, though, baby.
That Mike White signing was the low-key move that they've made.
Mm-hmm.
The Tua replacement.
Make it interesting, man.
Mike Hood. Moats and Deke missed the last few live shows.
And we missed you.
Been traveling for work. Happy pre-birthday, Moats. Mine was Saturday, and I feel the same about my B-Day.
Man, happy birthday
It's
to
a
you,
freaking
baby.
national holiday, bro.
Man, talk about
Peace
it,
to all.
bro. Talk about it. Talk about it. It is a national holiday, man. I'm telling you, bro. It's my birthday tomorrow, man. 35 years old, Deke. 3-5, man. I'm hyped, bro. I'm hyped.
Nice.
Can't wait.
E-Frizz, Pat P coming in to mentor little Joey. Love it. Or does that mean we lean away from CB in round 1? Let me join that Madden League, Deke.
Uh-oh.
I got a lot of people asking about this Madden League. We're almost at 32 teams.
Uh-oh.
We're almost at 32.
You about to have it full user on user, man.
I've been telling a lot of people to hit me up, and I don't think I've made any additions. So I've
yeah.
There's just going to have to be people that are left out, probably. Because I could just tell them the same thing I've told everyone else.
This is also true.
Just hit me up. Hit me up on Twitter.
DM,
You're just going to have to
Twitch,
get lucky,
man.
I guess.
Yeah, you usually tell them DM you on IG. That's usually your go-to.
Instagram or something like that. Say you're E-Frizz from the podcast.
No.
And then Pat P mentoring Joey Porter. And then he's asking about leaning away from CB in round 1. No, I don't think that. I think we still take the best guy for us. It's just now, as you mentioned way earlier, we let the board come to us as opposed to feeling like, wow, if we didn't address cornerback in free agency at all, I feel like we would have had to take a corner in round 1. Whereas now, okay, we could sit, take a dude in round 2 maybe, get a Cam Smith, or maybe if Deontay Banks falls a little bit, grab them. Or even, it'd be interesting now.
What you got for me, man?
Garrett Williams. You take 2 corners, though. You take 2 guys. Maybe you take a Brian Branch or another corner, round 1, round 2. Can you get Garrett Williams in the 3rd?
If you get him in where was he projecting when we talked about it? We
Someone picked him in the
third
on their PFF mock.
Because obviously he's coming off of the injury. That's the only thing with him. But, dude, I like his game.
I think that'd be dope.
Yeah,
Garrett Williams in the 3rd. Grab a corner, 1st pick, 2nd pick, or Brian Branch. And then you have the other 2 picks to deal with. So say you grab Joey Porter Jr. 17. You have 32 and also the second round pick to get like an inside linebacker, a D-tackle. Dude, we're gonna be in a good spot here.
We got time, bro, and we got money.
Spot. You mean to tell me we get a draft of JPJ, Jack Campbell, and then like an offensive tackle or something, and then a Garrett Williams in the 3rd? We're cooking.
I'm interested. I just want to see what else we do to give us a little bit more answers.
I still feel my feelings have been terrible.
Something though, bro.
My feelings have been pretty bad this free agency period thus far. Definitely some cold takes by me, but I do think we get an inside linebacker.
Okay,
I think we get a veteran guy.
Okay,
who is it? I was not expecting Patrick Peterson at all. So who knows? Who knows who we get?
All right. Let's do it, D. Let's do it.
Is TG texting you some inside scoops?
Bro, TG always texting me, man. He's always texting me.
Breaking news for the pod.
No, it is not, man. He always texts me, though. I'll be like, TG, bro, stop, man. Stop. you know we work right now. You know we record right now, man. Sheesh.
Ivani Nunez has joined the upper room.
Shout out to Ivani Nunez and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. I tell him, I say, bro, you keep texting, I'm going to just call you. Stop playing with me, man. All right? Call you right now. Like, what? Where you at, man? Huh? What? We need info. Give me the breaking scoop.
Tyler LaQuatra. Pat P wore number 2 in Pee Wee. 2 would look real nice. It's available. It's gonna be available.
What? Yeah, cause Mason. Yeah,
he's gone.
So he got 2. He got 2-1. So he got 7. He got options, huh?
Someone said he wanted to wear 21. I don't know if that was fake news or not, but.
I don't know either.
2 would be a better number.
2 would look hard, bro.
2 would definitely be the better number.
Oh, 2 would be tough.
CJ Rose, happy B-Day Moats. Tremaine signed with the Bears. Probably means we lose in Terrell. Oh, he is that theory.
Deal, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
No way.
You ain't worried about the package deal, man?
I'm not. Not the Bears.
You never know, man.
Not the Bears. Unless, like I said, they're offering $10 million. All right, if they're offering Terrell Edmonds $10 million, not much you can do about that.
Because who else do they have right now? Let's say this Gibson and
no, they got Brisker.
No, you're right. Brisker came in last year.
And they still have Eddie Jackson.
Mm-hmm. Good call.
That's what I mean. They got safeties.
Yeah.
I don't think they're taking on a Terrell Edmonds. They gave Terrell Edmonds money to Tremaine. They could have split it.
Extra?
Yeah, they could have split it. They could have give Tremaine 12.
That is not how these deals work,
and then
man.
6 to Terrell.
That ain't how that worked. He said, I need my whole bag for myself. All right? Hey, Big Bro had a chance last offseason to get a check. Let me get mine fully, and now we can go work with all the other stuff later. Yeah.
Okay, he also says, got to keep Casey, and hopefully we trade up for Gonzalez.
I like it. Also, are you seeing any info on D Bush?
What?
Just check. Saw somebody say some stuff in the chat, man. Just wanted to
wait, what?
Look into him, man.
What?
Yeah.
What? Did he go somewhere? Or
That's
is he
what
back?
we're trying to figure out. Yeah. So we need some details. I need a little info. Let's see what they saying, man. That's what makes sure we ain't tripping.
Nothing on Google.
Okay.
And
got anything or nothing?
Nothing on Twitter.
All
no,
right,
no,
bet.
definitely
Cool,
not.
cool. So nothing early. Good. I was about to say, man, hold on, man. You brought it back. Who done cashed him out?
No, nothing on Devin
Okay.
Bush. That is it for Super Chats right now.
I like it. Now, another deal that we didn't talk about, man, that I did want to get your opinion on. Jimmy G.
To the Raiders.
To the Raiders.
Is what it is.
You ain't worried about it?
Safe play? For who? Definitely not us, no.
Okay.
No. Yeah, they'll be relevant. You still got to go up against the Chargers and Mahomes, and now the Broncos are starting to load up now, too. Makes sense. Makes 100% sense. Him and Josh McDaniels have that connection.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a good guy to bring in. The contract ain't anything crazy either. It was like $20 million a year?
Mm-hmm.
3 for 70, 20 plus mil. Makes sense.
I like it a lot for him, man.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Like,
I think it makes sense for him. Makes sense for the Raiders.
He's a dude that's not going to turn the ball over, going to run your offense. Man, you got him a receiver over there. He got a running game. I guess would you have rather paid Carr, though?
That's an interesting question.
Yeah. Because I'm like, I would much. I think I like the Jimmy G versus paying Carr all the way.
I do, just because it's Josh McDaniels and they have the history.
Yeah.
That's why.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a cheaper contract.
Yeah.
I feel like McDaniel trusts Jimmy G more to run his offense.
Because he will.
Patriot style.
Right. He's going to run it like disciplined, letter of the law. Like,
yeah, I'm not the biggest
right
Jimmy G
yeah.
guy, but in that system with the Raiders for that contract, I think it makes more sense.
That was the thing I was looking. I'm like, yo, I kind of like this more for them versus spending what they would have spent to keep Carr. Yeah.
They tagged Josh Jacobs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like I don't think they're gonna be bad. I just don't think it puts them. Like I felt like last year some of the deals they made with bringing in a Devontae Adams and stuff. Like we were thinking, oh, they could compete with some of these other teams.
Even
like
though
the
we've
Chiefs and the
seen
Chargers.
Jimmy G, whenever he's healthy, all of his teams compete.
Let's see it with the Raiders. Let's see it outside of the 49ers.
In that window with the Patriots when he had his little time.
What, 3 games?
It was enough for them to trade for him. It ain't take much, man.
No, I think, I didn't think Belichick wanted to get rid of Jimmy G to begin with. And then
They said they did, because they said Belichick wanted him. And I thought it was
Brady wanted him out.
Yeah, Brady. That was and then it was like, yo, all right, get him about
That's what the reports have said, at least.
Yeah.
And I think they could have got at the time more than a second rounder for Jimmy G, but I think Belichick, these are all the reports and rumors. Belichick wanted to send him to a system where he'd be good to show everyone that Jimmy G was good. And he's not the one that wanted to get rid of him.
Hold on. I did not hear that part.
Yeah.
Is that for real?
Yeah, I think at the time, Jimmy G's stock was high. They only got a second round pick out of him.
Yeah.
They could have definitely got a first.
He wanted to send him where he could. Yeah, good call.
Kyle Shanahan, 49ers.
Sheesh. That's funny.
It's all speculation. Yeah. Belichick's obviously, or Brady's not going to come out and say that.
That is funny, bro. That is funny.
No, that's a good move for the Raiders. I'm fine with that.
That's what they
because it's not a Danny Dimes or Kirk Cousins type of contract.
Yeah, but you're getting a quarterback that's going to give you similar productivity.
Why I like the deal is there's actually upside to it.
Right.
As weird as it sounds, usually you don't think of those type of quarterbacks with upside, but because of the contract,
on the lower deal, if he flirts with being more or flirts with anything better, you feel
2019 version of himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, he was even playing pretty good last year.
When has he not?
He's just not elite. I know you're a Jimmy G guy.
He's not elite. Come on, man. You want elite Jimmy. Jimmy ain't elite.
The problem with him, he gets hurt too much too.
Yeah, but it lets you know his impact. When he ain't out there,
it's arguable. I was gonna say with Purdy now.
Purdy's literally the only one. Purdy's the only guy. So Purdy is the outlier. Other than that, you see when Jimmy G go down, man, it don't look the same out there.
Yeah, it's tough. We're all the guys that are replacing him bums. Yeah. Or is Brock Purdy that guy? Yeah, those are the questions.
And you can't even say with pedigree because Brock, Mr. Relevant. That is interesting, though, man. That is interesting.
Purdy might just be good, though. I mean, it happens. It just weirdly happens. Quarterbacks go on draft like Tony Romo. Yeah. You can't. There's sometimes you just can't explain things. Yeah. Tom Brady, 6th round.
Anomaly.
Yeah. No, seriously, Dak Prescott being a 4th round pick.
Explain this one, bro.
Dak Prescott being a 4th round pick and replacing Romo, having that awesome rookie year, and now being their franchise quarterback. Kirk Cousins being a 4th rounder. Yeah. RG3 getting hurt. He's made a career out of it. There's just some things. Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, if you knew the careers were going to play out that way, or if you knew Brock Purdy was going to have that rookie year, some teams probably picked him in the 1st round then. Yeah. But, yeah, it just happens. It's football. It's the NFL. Can't predict it. Okay, hold on. Next one is Richard Arbizo. Can't wear 7, but anyone can have 2. The disrespect. No, that's the ultimate sign of respect.
I mean, Mason, man, y'all know what he did here, man. Come on, man. Shout out to Mason. Shout out to Mason.
Let's go, UW. Adams is going to want out. I don't know about that.
Nah, because you got to think, man. Jimmy G is a system quarterback, man. Jimmy G is going to deliver that ball on schedule. So if it's schemed up for it to be a Devontae, you hitting him on the deep over, Devontae hit him on the deep out, Devontae hit him on the comeback, that ball going to be delivered on time. You ain't got to worry about no improvising. You ain't got to worry about, man, I think I'm just nice and I want to take a shot downfield. Jimmy G don't do that. Whereas when you talk Carr, to an extent, Carr is capable of that. That's why Carr is who he is, though. That's why he got paid the way that he did get paid also. But, yeah, I don't think for Devontae he's going to be highly upset about that. No, I think for him, man, he going to get his numbers. He definitely get his numbers.
Were you seeing D. Bush to Bills rumors in the chat? Is that what you asked me about?
No, I just kept seeing his name
Someone's
pop up.
Bringing that up.
Yeah, I just saw his name pop up. It was like earlier on, people were like, yo, Devin Bush, check him out. Devin Bush is signed somewhere.
Someone
so I was
has
like,
to
man,
be
just
trolling.
check that, bro, because I don't believe it. But that's why I was trying to
I'm seeing
get it
Devin
on my
Bush
phone,
Buffalo
man.
right now.
Yeah, but pull it up, man. Let's see what it says, bro.
I'm not seeing anything on Bush, though.
Yeah, pull it up, bro.
I think
see
it's fake
what it
news.
says, man.
It's fake news.
Yeah.
There's nothing.
That's my thing. I was like, man, I ain't about to go up
with
here
how fast they were with all the other news.
All right. That's why I'm like, I'm not about to go up here and give them a full, oh, yeah, I believe all this when, we would see something somewhere.
Tito Green reports Bush went to the Bills for 3 years, $25 million.
Yeah, sound good.
You wouldn't be happy about that?
Like I said, Devin in that scheme wouldn't be bad, though. Yeah.
3 years, 25?
I ain't paying. But that's what I'm saying. Like, NFL team, why would a team pay Devin Bush 3 for 25?
What would you want him for?
What do you mean?
Go up to Buffalo.
Why would I want him to go to Buffalo, though?
That's what I'm asking. You said he might not be bad in the scheme.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean I would want him, though.
Wouldn't want him for even like 2 or 3.
Sure. But yeah, I just like I don't look at him as like a player that I would be like pursuing. It would be one of those things like if it happened, then cool. But yeah, I feel like for Devin right now, man, he's just in that phase where he has to get the stock back up. You know how that goes, man. Take you one of them years where you go somewhere real quick, you lay low for a year, get your rep back up, and then you pop back on the scene. Then he could get him a 3 for 25, man. I think he could then.
Well, that's it for the Super Chats right now.
Let's go.
606.
606. Shout out to 606, man. Alrighty. Oh, man, I will deal with that later.
You want me to look at any other free agent moves?
Yeah, I was trying to see what other rumor stuff we had. We getting Alex Anzalone was another inside linebacker that was on that list. He just re-signed with the Detroit Lions.
Okay. So maybe Bush isn't going there.
Yeah, because he just re-signed with them dudes. So, yeah.
Let's see how up-to-date this is. Well, for the Bills.
Check him out. Come on.
For the Bills, Metakavich re-signed on a 2-year deal.
Yeah, he did, man. Shout out to Red, though, man. Special teams, they should know who he is. And they re-signed the punter over there, Sam Martin. Yeah.
Matt Milano, 2-year extension.
Mm-hmm.
Connor McGovern.
Lower that cap pit a little bit, man.
Connor McGovern, 3-year, $23 million.
Little guard joint, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolphins, Mike White. We already talked about that. Agreed to a 2-year deal.
That's the one that got you, man. He said, "Yo, Mike White."
That's a great deal for the Dolphins. That's exactly the dude they needed to push to and eventually take over his job this year. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
That is funny.
You give Mike White a Tyreek Hill and a Jalen Waddle and a Mike McDaniel. Extreme confidence in that offense right now. Now, is Mike White able to keep it up consistently? We still don't know that. He's given flashes. I'd take him over Tua right now, though. I'd name him the starter, in fact. Trade Tua.
That boy is really on a Mike White. I mean, Mike White straight. I don't know how they going to... Man, they love Tua down there, man. They ain't getting rid of Tua. Tua's going to be the starter.
Watch out.
Tua will be the starter.
I know they're going to start with him. I don't think they're going to finish the season with Tua, though. Oh, yeah. Mike White's taking his job at some point here.
What?
Oh, easily. Tua's not that good.
You on the Mike White like that, though?
He's just better than Tua.
All right.
He's just better than... I don't think Tua's that good.
Shout out.
Even though last year he threw for, 26 touchdowns or something like that?
Like, dang, I was with him missing a lot. Yeah.
That's for box score watchers, though. Anyone that actually did see Tua's games knows that, man, he probably could have had about 10 more picks on his stat line.
That's also true.
Patriots... they re-signed Jonathan Jones, 2-year deal, $20 million. So Cam got more than him,
which is interesting because Jones definitely had a dope season, man. He's been a productive player.
Signed a couple offensive linemen, James Ferentz, just a minimum. Raquan McMillan, I don't know. Let me go to the big names. I'm sorry.
All right.
New York Jets, Quincy Williams,
Okay,
3-year, $18 million deal.
I like that.
Chuck Clark to the trade with the Ravens.
Interesting.
7th round pick going to the Jets.
Okay, no, Chuck, man, he came in and played well from dudes after the whole your brother and his brother tangoing for 2, making it a 3-way. Yeah.
Bengals got Jermaine Pratt back, 3-year, $21 million.
So 7 a year.
Lamar Jackson received the non-exclusive franchise tag. Did you hear about that?
I think I might have seen something about that thing, man.
Browns, see, they don't have the Deshaun Watson restructure listed here, but they somehow saved $30 million on the cap by restructuring him. They also got Ethan Poaches back on a 3-year, $18 million. Obo. I'm getting distracted here. I'm not giving you the big-time names. But still, this is AFC North.
This information. We need the AFC North info, definitely.
Yeah, this is intel.
Give me the
this
AFC
is recon
info,
on the
definitely.
AFC North.
We definitely need that.
Obo. Now, I think I just said that because I can't pronounce this guy's name. Obo or Oko Ronquo. 3-year, $19 million deal.
Okay.
Max value of 22. Houston making some moves. Case Keenum, 2 years, $6.25 million.
We like that.
Robert Woods on a 2 year, $15.25
million.
Chase Winovich going to the Texans. Hometown kid.
Oh, how much Chase get?
Just says expected to sign.
Okay. I kind of like that for them, though. Yeah. Good little rusher, man.
Andre Dillard to the Titans on a 3 year, $29 million. That's the Luan replacement. It's a bad deal.
I am not liking that. You seen the reaction? I was like,
Broncos. Do they have Russ's
What
replacement?
they spinning up,
Jared
man?
Stidham, 2 year, $10 million.
You on the Stidham train?
I think bringing him in makes Russ a little uncomfortable.
You think so?
In a good way. He should already be completely
man.
uncomfortable
There ain't
after last season.
Russ feels great. Russ feels highly confident in his situation, man.
That's a
And
decent
he got
amount.
His guy. He got Sean Payton too now, man. So
That's a decent amount for Jared Stidham. 5 years or $5 million a year.
I mean, that's what Mitch you got? Around that same ballpark. Mason, same ballpark. 5.
Russ should feel uncomfortable either way. Coming off of last year.
He should, yes.
And I do think he's going to bounce back.
I know you do. I'm having my second thoughts on him, though, man.
Really?
I don't know.
Why? What
I
happened?
just don't know. Why? What's the difference?
You got Sean Payton in there now.
Yeah, but if my thought process of Russ, even when he
They
was
just
in
signed.
Seattle,
They just signed some good linemen too.
but it all depends on how you viewed him in Seattle. It all depends on how you look at him there, man.
What do you mean?
Exactly what I said.
You didn't think he was good in Seattle?
I never said I didn't think he was good, but it's a different conversation. I just think in terms of how people viewed what he was doing in Seattle, I don't necessarily think that it all was on him to that extent like that. That's what I'm referring to.
Okay. Yeah, we'll
He's
find
still,
out.
He's still a
then.
dope player, though.
We'll
but
find out. Yeah.
We saw year 1 removed. Now let's see what year 2 looks like.
Juwan Taylor has. Well, here's the thing about Russ, though. He's getting older. I don't think that takes away what he does in Seattle.
Not old.
I still think he had a Hall of Fame career in Seattle.
Okay.
I do think he's bouncing back though. So I'll if I'm not trying to hedge this of like, oh, if he sucks next year.
That's what it sounds
Like he's just older now. He's just older.
I'm like, Russ ain't
I think he's gonna
old.
bounce back.
Yeah. How old is Russ? 34? He's 33,
Yeah,
34,
something like
right?
that.
Yeah.
You know who would be a good example of this though is McNabb. Like he went somewhere and then he go to Washington and the Vikings.
Washington.
He sucked. He was terrible. But like that doesn't take away with what he did with the Eagles. Now he did have Reed and all that. He's still he was an elite player for a good period of time with the Eagles.
I'm not taking it away. I don't look at Russ like how I look at McNabb all the way, though. That's all.
Who you taking, Russ or McNabb?
I go with McNabb. It's no brainer for me.
I gotta go Russ.
That's cool. You know, it's all opinions. Yeah. But I'm a McNabb dude. Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs got Juwan Taylor.
But hold on. Philly McNabb. Let me clarify because, like you say, you do got some Washington. I do got some Minnesota. Philly McNabb, especially the one when he had.
But I
T.O.
think with that, most people just chalk it up. He got older. He just got washed.
He was old when he left, man. Russ isn't old though. Russ is like young-ish.
I bet you they're around the same age.
They probably are though, low key, because quarterbacks weren't playing till 40s back then. Yeah.
Raiders, you already brought up Jimmy G, Josh Jacobs, Tag. Chargers, Easton Stick, back up to Herbert. Giants, we already talked about this. They got
making any
Shepard
moves?
back. 1 year, $1.3 million deal.
Okay, they still spend a little bit, man.
That's some value. I
Yeah.
don't think he's like that amazing, but on a $1.3 million deal.
You ain't tripping on that. Come on, man.
Eagles, Jason Kelsey's back. Brandon Graham resigning on a 1 year deal, $6 million.
Yeah, you know they won't leave them boys, man. Yeah, that's they part of the family.
Washington, their big move was Deron Payne. 4 year, $90 million. $45 million fully guaranteed. 60 million in total guarantees. $28 million signing bonus.
How do you feel when we don't make them type of moves?
Great.
Yeah, I'm about to say I'm with you, man. I'm like, I'll be tripping when we don't
Absolutely
make them type of
great.
moves, man. I am not tripping.
Yeah, I mean, people complain about the Steelers not making splash moves, but it's like,
I'm good on that, man.
fine, you're winning the immediate, you're winning the offseason, you're winning the
Yeah.
headlines and
Like you
splash
get
moves,
this
but
pop right here, like I got the excitement, but I'm like, bruh.
how much is it going to impact the actual games when the
Seriously,
season
man.
comes around? Or the seasons, if you're talking
plural?
long term.
Yes, with those type of deals, it's plural.
NFC North, Chicago Bears, DJ Moore. Yeah, the trade with the Panthers. We didn't talk about that.
Bro, Chicago, I think they feel great about that move. How you feel?
I thought it was a great move. I feel like everything they're doing after is a disaster.
Fair enough, but they still got a chance to rectify it with the draft. If you're Carolina, though, who are you taking? You know, one person is saying Anthony Richardson. I don't know if you know. One person is already on the Anthony Richardson. Oh, just put him in the Cam Newton jersey or put him in number. Like,
I don't think Frank Reich's waiting on Anthony Richardson. I think he went from a situation where he's have all these different quarterbacks, all these different times. He wants to get a guy that's going to come in and just be the day one starter and be his franchise. So I think it's gonna be C.J. Stroud. That's my bet.
All right, I lean C.J. as well because of what. I just think he's the best of the group. Like, he checks the size, checks the talent, checks the big game, all that other stuff. Yeah, but that is funny though. If you are Frank Wright, do you really want to go back to that well of?
Yeah, because now they're talking about the Panthers trading out of that pick because they like multiple prospects.
Too, yeah.
How about you just take the guy you want?
Yeah.
You made this trade. You made this big hubbub about it.
It's like, why would you move up just to move back if you?
Because that could guarantee. So if it's one of the top 4 teams or something that want to trade up, or top 5 teams, they could still have one of those QB prospects fall to them.
But they want somebody to take one of them guys.
And that wasn't guaranteed with them being at 9.
But if they take him at 1 overall, they got to pay obviously a lot more to him, stuff like that.
Pay and, right, if you don't make a trade down, you're going to have less assets.
Yeah. Yeah.
I say you just trade it for one. Get your guy. Just get your guy.
Man, if I move up, I moved up for a reason. I knew who I wanted when I moved up to 1. That shouldn't have changed since making that move. Otherwise, you should have made the move. Yeah.
Lions, talked about Sutton. You're right, Anzalone. 3-year, $18 million. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible.
He's
Isaiah Buggs.
Though, bro. He's a good player, man. What Buggs get?
2 for 6.
Shout out the Bugs. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Vikings are making moves. Jonnu Smith, I already talked about that.
Yeah,
Trade
like that
for
move,
7th rounder. Chris Lindstrom.
Okay, yeah.
5 years, 105.
Got 105. Gosh.
Jesse Bates, 4 years, 64.
You right, bro. Hold on. How Minnesota fan on? Well, no, they ain't paid Justin yet.
That's the Falcons.
Oh, I thought you said the Vikings were making moves and the Vikings brought in. No, you said Jonnu Smith and.
Nah, that was the Falcons.
So who did the Minnesota bring in then?
Nah, they don't got any. They got Josh Oliver, tight end.
Dude, I thought you said the Vikings was making
3
noise,
years,
man.
21.
Oh, jeez, Mike. Okay, so Vikings ain't making no noise then. All right, the Falcons making noise. I got you now.
Yeah, they got a lot of contracts coming in.
Okay.
Everyone but Lamar Jackson.
Maybe that's the Lamar money they spend.
Yeah, it is.
Now, I did see a couple things, man. Even with that Lamar situation, you know what I didn't even think of? You remember with the Baker and Deshaun Watson scenario? Where Baker was the starting quarterback, but Cleveland was all gun-ho on Deshaun. And then once it came out, Deshaun didn't want to go there. Baker was pissed off, and then Cleveland ended up having to overpay. With this scenario, though, teams can make cases saying it's very similar because
that's a great point. You don't want to play your hand too much.
You're going to make the deal. You got to make a crazy sweet offer. And number one, hope that the Ravens are going to decline it. But number two, if Lamar or they don't like this deal, your quarterback, whoever you currently has, is going to see what you were willing to offer in terms of compensation for him.
100%.
And if it doesn't work, now you got a pissed off QB. Yeah.
That's a great point. The Jets are doing that right now, but they don't care. They have Zach Wilson.
Correct.
They could care less. They are QB shopping galore.
They don't care. But that is something that you deal with because it's like if it doesn't work out, now you're stuck with this player pissed off, and everybody know it.
I like that
you don't like him, man.
I like that you brought that up because I saw something on ESPN today that teams would be willing or interested in Lamar if they don't have to do the whole offer sheet, if they trade with the Ravens directly.
Yeah, because you don't have to publicly play your hand and let everybody, like, you're essentially going to be negotiating the contract for Ravens.
That's what people are bringing up, yeah.
Yeah, because if I negotiate this sweet deal and Lamar's like, yeah, I like that, let's do it. And Baltimore's like, no, bump that. We're going to give that exact same deal. Now we know that you want that. Here, we good. Like, no.
Okay, that's what you were willing to accept?
Yeah.
That's fine. We can do that.
Like, no, man. Y'all doing too much. You can't, because they're trying to play it both ways dang there. Like, by doing this, I can see what y'all want to do, but at the same time, I get that right. Yeah, it's great business move by Baltimore. But league-wide, you going to be like, bro, I might want to give him 200, but I can't let Deke know that I want to get this dude 200 and expect if this don't work, Deke still to love it. Like, no, that ain't going to work like that.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple more here. we got Von Bell with the Panthers. We already talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
Saints, Derek Carr, Juwan Johnson, tight end, signed a 2-year, $12 million contract. What? What?
They pairing him up with Carr. They feel like that's their guy.
Buccaneers, Jamel Dean's back with the Bucs.
Yeah. Did he got the numbers on what he signed for?
You know what, I did think, they don't have it on the site I'm looking at, but I think I did see. I think it's around 10. I think it's around that Cam Sutton range. Jamel Dean, 52 mil. This is in like Spanish. I can't read that.
This is in Spanish.
Yeah, 52 mil. I gotta guess that's 4 years.
Yeah.
Could be 5. I don't know. Let's see. 4-year deal, 52. So, what is that? 13 or something? Yeah, 13. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Now, I think we still got, that was the last of the NFC South.
Should be just NFC West, right?
NFC West, Hunter Long. They got him in a trade for Jalen Ramsey, the Rams. Yeah, it was a great deal by Miami.
Yeah, Miami, I mean, they're in a better position right now, man. Yeah.
Niners, Hargrave.
Yeah, shout out to these Niners, man.
4-year, $84 million deal.
Shout out to Wob. Pay my dog his money.
Yeah, Seahawks, Geno Smith. We already talked about that. 3 years, 75.
Amazing sign. Yeah.
So that's everything that's going on right now.
I like it then, man. I like it.
I can double check Schefter's real quick.
Yeah, give
see
him
if
one
there's
last
anything.
Yeah, one last go, and then after that we'll wrap up the supers. Then I get ready to start celebrating my birthday some more, and then hopefully I'll, still be here by the time we get back on Wednesday. Yeah.
Raiders sign safety Marcus Epps for $12 million over 2 years. Dude, I mean, if he's getting that, Terrell Edmonds could be getting 7 or 8.
Safety market don't look like how it did a year ago.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go to Rappaport real quick.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to think, outside of Cam Sutton, we haven't lost anybody else internally just yet.
No.
Okay. And then we brought in Patrick Peterson, but he is the only outside addition that we've brought in thus far.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
That is it. It seems like the
Alright.
market's a little cold right now.
All right. Well, I mean, the market has, the first couple hours of it being open,
It was cooking.
it's been cooking. So I think it is appropriate. We'll let that cool off for a little bit. All right, we'll let that cool off. We got a few left anyways before we get up out of here. And then, like I said, I got to get ready to turn up some more. I got a birthday this week, bro. I got a birthday tomorrow, Deke. Deke, the next time you see me,
Hopefully pick and win on your birthday.
I
Up in
hope
Dayton.
so as well, man.
I kind of wanted to go to that game.
It's right up the road.
I can't. I got too much stuff going on tomorrow. Wish I could.
Fair enough.
It's like 4 hours away,
I
too.
thought about going to Dayton too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally right up the road.
No, that's pretty far.
Yeah.
Driving-wise. Let's go, UW. Deke, don't you slander Tua.
Uh-oh.
If Tua is bad, then Kenny might as well go to the CFL.
Yo, what? Hold on. That's not Noriega. Who said that?
Let's go, UW.
How you feel about Kenny? I thought it was our Barley and Big Noriega.
I think Let's Go UW has had a little
He's-
undercurrent of Kenny
he's in
hate
there?
in his system, yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
That was like I didn't expect that one. Like he said, "Oh, you said to it. Well, hold on, Kenny, take this." Dang, Kenny just trying to chill right now, man. Is he still in Florida? I think he's still in.
He's working.
He's still working, right?
He's
You
just
know what I'm
working.
saying? He's
He's
just
shutting
over
out
here
the noise.
working, man. Dang, and y'all trying to ship the man to CFL. Lord have mercy, Lord.
Sean McCartney, Peterson, I feel, is the best CB we got since Hayden.
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
Pat P, man, it's gonna feel different here, man. Pat P, one of them type of dudes, man. Like I said, he's still not to that same exact level because obviously he's older now. But Pat P is a dope player, man. We're gonna definitely enjoy having him.
Bring us in a Levante David, and we're good to go.
That's the one I'm waiting on.
Give me Levante
That's the
David.
one. Can I get
5 or
an
6?
LB at some point in time? That's the one I'm waiting on.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
And seriously,
Excuse me.
we could do a restructure too. Then we could still bring back an Ogunjobi.
Mm-hmm.
And then
'Cause
get your minimum guys back and stuff, and then we draft. I think
Like you said,
we'll be fine.
The restructure bullets we still have, whether we're talking a TJ restructure, whether you're talking a Cam Hayward restructure or extension,
Right.
Minka can still restructure that. James Daniels, I think, if I remember correctly, he
Chooks.
could be restructured. Chooks could be restructured. Deontay, yeah. So we have multiple players that we can restructure, man. So we do got some potential there, man. And then
Artie Burns is trending.
Oh Lord, y'all making me nervous. Y'all making me nervous.
Why is Artie Burns trending?
Y'all making me nervous. What my daughter done?
Yeah, there's nothing going on. I just popped up on the side. Him and Joey Porter Jr. trending on my What's Happening on Twitter.
That's a weird pairing.
Yeah.
That is a very weird pairing.
You were thinking the return, maybe?
I know. I lit up a little bit, then I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me be careful here.
Mike Hood, what are we doing? Chiefs sign. Oh, that's another team. How do they have this money right now? How do you have this money? 4 years, $80 million, $60 guaranteed for Juwan Taylor.
Like I said, you could kick the can down, and that does happen. They've obviously lost a major player in Tyreek Hill. We've seen them lose pieces. We know Frank Clark about to be gone. The difference is they got Mahomes, so
Orlando
they still
Brown
feel
too,
relevant.
potentially.
Yeah. But when you got Mahomes, you still feel relevant. They just won another Super Bowl. You're like, yo, we got to lose one. You talked about the 5-year window, right? Does theirs like add on to their window since they just...
It's as long as Mahomes is there.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like, they could be in cap hell for a season. Or like, they'll still be relevant.
Yeah, I'm like, as long as he's there, like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the Big Ben, Rodgers, Brady. Like, if you have one of those dudes, you're going to be in it for his whole career.
Yeah.
He's just that good.
The other guy, I'm trying to think who else at inside we looking at. Kendricks, yeah. Oh, shout out to, who's that? Rafe Selah says we need Kendricks, but yeah, has he signed anywhere yet? I don't think I've seen him sign yet.
No.
Outside of Edmonds and Edwards, because Edwards got 3 for 19. Yeah. So
yeah,
good there, man.
I think a 1-year deal for one of these veteran linebackers will be good.
Yeah.
Let's go. UW says Sullivan got win number 400. Congrats to him. Yeah, Penguins have been playing pretty good these last couple weeks.
Yeah, shout out to Sid too, man. Sid was getting off, man, doing his thing too, man. I was tapped in a little bit from afar.
That's it for the super chats right now,
bro. Let's vibe, man. Free agency, man. It was a free agency day, bro.
Only natural, yeah.
It's only natural, man. Free agency did what it needed to do today, man. It got us the information that we were looking for, got us the fun, the excitement that we were searching for on this beautiful day. So with that being said then, man, I think we good. We'll table the combine stuff that we had, some of those player meetings that we want to talk about, player breakdowns, man. We'll table that till Wednesday, but we'll also see what other new deals have transpired and what could be coming abreast on that day on Wednesday, because obviously we know that is when the league year officially opens up. So certain players that we've talked about that might be getting released that we have to wait for formalities for, that'll be the day where you'll get some of that type of stuff happening. So we'll see what that market looks like for those players as well. But yeah, with that being said, man, the boy's birthday is tomorrow.
Wait, I got to say this. Big Noriega has backtracked. He says trade Kenny in the 17 pick to move up for Anthony Richardson.
Maybe that's the TG burner.
Yeah,
he talked to TG, bro.
He just tried to throw that out there right as we're about to sign off.
He definitely talked to TG, bro.
I couldn't let that go unturned.
He thought he was slick for that. He talked to TG, bro. He definitely had to talk to TG, man.
That's tough.
That's what it seems like. That's definitely what it seems like.
That's a bad take.
Yeah, that's what it seems like. But with that being said, your boy's 35th birthday tomorrow. So, man, when y'all wake up in the morning, man, think of your boy. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to vegetate, make sure you get that veggie in the system for the boy, all right? But either way, hit that like button. We appreciate y'all. Stay safe. And until next time, baby.
Peace.